Salute, salute, man. Salute to the internal, indigenous, spiritual most high. Trolls, only God and your mama can love you. And last but not least, y'all already know, man. One time, yeah, yeah, yeah. I say one time, yeah, yeah. I say one time, yeah. I'm feeling good and energetic today, y'all. You know what I mean? Feeling good and energetic. Look, never can I forget to shout out my brother as he continues to rest in peace, rest in power. You know, salute to Jimmy McNair. You know what I mean? Brother in the cut, Beaver. You know, fly high, bro. Here we go, here we go. Where's me go? I needs me shillings as I so I control. And that's what my brother would say. That's what my brother would say. So, bro, this one's for you today. Because if you were here, this is one that you would definitely go in on. All right. So, lots of times we pay attention to people's race, people's beliefs, and we judge them by that. We fail to look at content of character, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why racism doesn't work for me. Judge me by who I am and not what I am. That's why racism doesn't work for me. Now, let me say this. Let me say this, okay? On my platform, I advocate for good white folks, but I'm against the racist YT people. Like I'm against ignorant black people. So I advocate for good folks. So if you're good white folks, you know, don't be offended. Don't get in your feelings by the things you can hear on this channel. You know what I mean? Dougie, we in the house. Get your Dougie on. Dougie. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? So what I'm trying to say is, if you know you good folks, no matter what your race is, but I want to kind of signify white folks because we go in on racist YT people all the time, and I don't need good white folks getting in their feelings about things we're saying about these ignorant white people. You guys don't like to be compared to them either, so I separate y'all, which I find fair and genuine because everyone's not the same. You have bad fruit in every culture. So this is my disclaimer. Good white folks, don't get offended by what you hear us say to racist YT people. If anything, be encouraged to hop in on the fun. You know what I mean? Be encouraged to hop in on the fun. Real talk. So this is only for people like Dean right here. See, Dean would be a good example of a snow roach. Thank you, Dean, for starting my morning off greatly. Dean would be a good example of an unathletic snow roach. He serves no purpose other than to troll and to draw attention to his degeneracy. That's Dean. That's Dean. Dean comes from that culture. That's Dean. Dean is still hanging around the same girlfriend that the rest of the trailer park hangs around. Y'all know Crystal. Her last name starts with M-E-T-H. Ain't that right, Dean? When the last time you washed your ass, Dean? Can I sell you some bath soap? Can I sell you some rainwater so you can wash your ass? Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Game on this morning. I'm ready. Y'all already know me. If you know me, you know me. If you know me, you know me. All right, so like I say, good white folks, good example. Now, don't get offended by what I just said to Dean. I'm talking to a racist YT supremacist. But that doesn't include good white folks. Good white folks not with the racist stuff. They're not going to cause division. They don't look at race and be like, ooh, I don't like you because you're such and such. No, they judge you by the content of your character. I judge people by the content of their character. And judging by the content of Dean's character, he can kiss my ass. That's how it comes. Jake from State Farm needs to school Dean on trolling successfully. Exactly. Salute to Jake from State Farm. DA can teach him a thing or two as well. A thing or two as well. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got the best trolls locked in on our channel. We got the best trolls locked in. So y'all, I woke up, went through my workout, you know what I mean? Showered. But as I was showering, I always listen to stuff, you know what I mean? And man, I tuned in to Mechee X. And oh Lord, Mechee X was on one. She was on about maybe one or two. About maybe one or two. All right. And then I started like really fine tuning myself to kind of capture her perspective of things. And as I began to think outside the box and consider some of the things she was saying, y'all, she had me. She had me. So, listen, I got to focus on this particular live stream she did. This is going to be the only one I cover because her live stream was almost 2 hours long. But when I tell you she went scorched earth on this video, when I tell you she spoke nothing but the truth no matter how much it hurts, whew, man, whew. With no further ado, man, Mechee X on YouTube. You know, I'm gonna be stopping this and breaking it down and hitting some focal points and keying in on certain things. But y'all, fair use, educational purposes, literary purposes, commentary purposes. Mechee X. All the things nobody wants to discuss about the Nolan Wells case. Oh boy, prepare yourselves.
Hey everybody, I think we live. They say we live. We're gonna see. We're trying something new tonight. We on Facebook too. Let me see if we over there. This should be interesting. Facebook got a whole other audience than my YouTube. I think I'll make a lot of people mad tonight. We're gonna see, okay?
Oh, she went in. She spoke the truth. She spoke the truth. No matter how much it hurts.
Y'all do me a favor.
She
like
spoke
this
the truth.
video, share this video, subscribe if you.
And what I like about listening to her and people like Kwame Brown is they always come with a different perspective. It's like you think you done covered every point, every focal point that you can give thought to and consideration to, and then bam, they blindside you with something that you never even thought about or considered. And they can deliver it in truths. They can deliver it like solidly, man. Solidly. To let you know they're not hating. They're not hating. But hey, this is how it's like, damn, man. How couldn't I think of that? Y'all check this out, man.
Want to talk some shit in the comment section? If you're on YouTube, you gotta subscribe and talk shit. If you're on Facebook right now, I don't know if you is because I ain't never done this. We're gonna test Facebook tonight and see if Facebook gonna let me say.
Let's get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen, please and thank you.
They shadow banned me for like 3 years, so we're gonna see what happens, okay? But if you're on YouTube, you must subscribe to talk yo shit. Let me check this Facebook. Y'all share this video. We have a lot of stuff to get into. Everybody wants to play the race card with this Nolan situation. Now, y'all gonna be mad at me tonight. Some of y'all is. I don't really care though. I'm gonna need y'all to get out y'all emotions.
Boy, y'all gonna be pissed. But she is speaking the truth. Flame on. That sister was cooking. You're gonna be, some of y'all are gonna be livid, but she is speaking the truth, man. And I like the truth no matter how it comes. How it comes. You understand what I'm saying? I like the truth no matter how it comes, as long as it's authentic truth, man. It's organic truth. Whew, this sister goes in. Let's check it out.
But since everybody wants to play the race card in the Nolan situation, I think it's only fair that we focus on the racism in this case.
And let me say this, okay? Let me say this. We're all on YouTube working for a purpose. We're bringing this information for a purpose. We're taking this time out of our day to bring you, you know, different perspectives and outlooks and different content. So, yes, we expect you to support our platform, support our research, you know, our time, our value as well. So, yes, we do take Super Chat. There is a gift button, and the Cash App is posted for anyone who would like to contribute. Okay, but support is one of the things that we're key on this platform.
It is amazing to me how, as I sit back and watch, it's like it's hard for a lot of y'all to find the racism in this, because y'all just be making up shit. Like y'all said that Nolan was what they saw his body. Ain't that what the two black nurses said? His body was burnt. He was bruised. Now, why would you bring your dumb ass on here and say that shit? Why? You gotta make up something. It's enough racism around this mug. You don't have to make something up. Clearly, that wasn't the case, because the family didn't come out after their autopsy and say none of that. I'm just saying.
Facts.
I'm just saying. Y'all be saying y'all helping. Sometimes y'all be making shit worse, okay? Y'all do not be helping. Sometimes y'all be just shut the hell up. Some of y'all now is already showing love. Thank you for the $10 holla. I appreciate that. Thank you for the jewels. Okay, this is showing up over here. No, thank you for the gift. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Y'all in the house showing love already. But come on, we gonna focus on the racism in this, okay? The real racism in this. Some of y'all was upset with me because of what I said about Nolan's mom. I'm gonna say a little bit more about Nolan's mom tonight because we're talking about this from a perspective of racism and race relations in this country. Because if this ain't about racism, why y'all steady screaming that in this case? So I'm gonna need y'all to stay focused on the racism. We're gonna talk about the biracial boy, okay? Who I promise you, he got a white mama, okay? When I look at him, when I see the race issues in this, I see a biracial boy who had a white mom. We're gonna talk about the difference of white moms and black moms when it comes to biracial children. This is why he can sit up there
And there is a difference. And the way she laid it out, I thought it was very solid. I thought it was very profound. It was very authentic. And she had a very strong perspective. Okay, there's no way that a white mother who is the mother of a biracial child can have a conversation with that child about what that child is going to experience about being black, about how to act when the police, pull you over and things like that. She can't have that conversation because she doesn't come from that. She does not experience that. But her child is part black. He is black. Black is the dominant gene. It's the superior gene. So she can't have that conversation with him. She can't prepare him for what the world is going to throw at him on a racist level, from a racist standpoint. But a black mother of a biracial child can, because she's experienced it. She knows that it exists. She's had brothers that has gone through it. She's had fathers that has gone through it. She's gone through it. She's got uncles that has gone through it. So there's truth to the perspective. There's truth to the madness, y'all. Let's get the likes up, please and thank you.
Say that dumb shit that he was saying on Tatum's show, okay? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the stupidity of Tatum. We're going to talk about black people that live in Mississippi ignoring the history of what really happens there. We're going to talk about the fact that just because a parent loses a child, that don't make them automatically a good parent. The fuck? Just like when people die, y'all always go, oh, you try and find nice shit to say about people when they die. Why y'all do that? I'm just saying for real. Let me give you an example. Every time somebody dies, y'all...
Ooh, if it wasn't for Shawnee Brown coming in here. Ooh, if it wasn't for Shawnee coming in here and just kicking it with me, man, I wouldn't get nothing on the board. Thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate you. I know you in here somewhere. I know Shawnee Brown in here somewhere. I know she got to be. I knew you was in here. I knew you was in here. Thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate that, Queen. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you for leading by example.
Go to the church and y'all say the most dumbest shit about an asshole. You do know that if somebody is an asshole while they was alive, that they just a dead asshole. But y'all still find nice shit. Y'all always want to make the dead be nice, even if when they lived, they did nothing but raise hell. Just because we have a black mother in front of us and a black father that I don't hear say a goddamn thing. He breathe? Because he don't even talk. At the end of the day, just because they're in that situation, stop trying to make these people out to be wonderful. You ain't got to make them out to be bad, but I'm just going to look at all the stuff and the evidence that's there. Because y'all just it's interesting to me to sit back and watch all of this before I come and give my perspective. And it is amazing to me, all of the bullshit that is going on behind this case. It's really crazy to me. So let's first and foremost, I don't know, what do we want to talk about first? I want to talk about somebody said it's his stepdad. Well, that's going to play into, let's talk about that.
Okay, and I had that conversation last night. I had that conversation last night. All right. The last names don't match. Someone came in the chat and they were like, well, they had a child together. And Wells is Christina's, Nolan's mom, maiden name. And then they got married later. No, that don't work for me, because a man is still going to have that child wear his last name if the mother and if they're still together. So now I'm leaning more towards that Elmore has to be Nolan's stepfather, because we hear Christina talking the most. All right. So I believe that Elmore was the stepfather.
First and foremost, let's start off with the shit.
Well, is the stepfather.
Everybody, y'all, I want to give y'all a warning, a trigger warning. Some of you might be upset with me. You might not like me during this live. You might get angry. If you're on Facebook, you might tell yourself that, I'm racist, but I would challenge you to explain that if you decide to say that. So I just want to give y'all a quick warning. Truth is not always easy to take. It's not something that you may enjoy hearing, but just because y'all want to be coddled in y'all feelings, to avoid the truth. We're not doing that. Nobody gets anywhere.
And listen, black people, we have to understand lots of times we get on white society about entitlement, but black society holds a certain amount of entitlement too. You know, we know that the whole world is going to listen, the whole world is going to bow down. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Dougie says can't cash out ATM, so I'll start the super chats. Hey, I appreciate the $10 super chat on behalf of brother Dougie right here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's put Dougie and Shawnee in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We like to recognize people who contribute to the platform. We realize that they didn't have to, and they showed, you know, great genuineness and great humbleness by doing so. So I like to have those people who give recognize. If we can put SB, you know, and Dougie in the chat, that would be great, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do around here. We appreciate the givers. Okay. Reparations, salute, salute. It is his stepfather. He doesn't even look like Nolan. Facts. 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 I examined that as well. Facts.
By not focusing on truth. Truth hurts, but that's how you grow somewhere. Anybody that wants to.
But I was saying we're entitled to, because the minute something happens to someone black in this country, oh, we want to be heard. It's an injustice. It's this and that. But when everything is all good, you know, and blacks are vibing and thriving, we don't even with each other, man. We ain't doing nothing to unify. We got all that smoke from one another. But as soon as a black life is taken now, we want to act all entitled. We're entitled to know the truth. We demand the truth. You know, we should demand the truth out of our damn selves and our own content and character as well. We deserve the best then. We deserve the best now. We deserve the best out of each other. Out of each other. So where Mechee's coming from in this video, I feel her all the way. All the way. All the way. We act entitled. Oh, you only doing this because I'm black. But how are we out here acting? How are we holding each other down? What are we doing to stop them from treating us this way just because we're black? So I agree with every substance, every fiber, every optic of what she's saying. With what she's saying.
With the truth, because your emotions can't take it. I want you to grow the fuck up, okay? Like this video and share this video. Y'all give me 2 seconds so I want to set something up because we're going to look at something tonight too.
My God, it worked?
It worked, dude. I told you it's legit. 29,000.
I use this business loan program and
I'm going to push to start doing more live streams. I'm going to push. It's hard.
This account.
But I'm going to try to put forth the effort, but it's hard because I sit here for hours and I start with an empty screen and I usually get off here with an empty screen. And that's time. And to me, time is money. I could be out here doing something, you know, productive and make that money, you know, rather than sitting here trying to empower my people so that we bring back black love, so that we bring back black loyalty, so that we recognize the works of the enemy and we counter them intellectually. Grand Rising, Black Beauty, Michelle Solomon, how you doing? Grand Rising.
Now on Facebook, every time I post something on Facebook, it be a whole lot of white people that be in the comment section. So I just want to say, white people, you are welcome to say your dumb shit in my comment section. But just be ready for what I'm gonna say back to your ass. So I have 2 different audiences, so it would be interesting to see what y'all have to say.
Aw, shade to that.
We're gonna see if they leave this up, if I don't get banned on Facebook.
Aw, shade to that. Y'all know I stay shadow banned and I don't mind going Samuel L. Jackson on you. So be careful about what you leave in my comment box. Be careful about what you put in the chat, because the tribe and the moderators get on you too. Oh, we roast you over here. We roast you over here. If you think you're gonna come over here, you know, and move the goalposts, you think you're gonna come over here and change the narrative, you think you're gonna come over here and lie about the truth, oh man, oh man, we gonna have some fun cooking you. We gonna have some fun cooking you. Most of the time, I don't get a notification for the live. I have to find it. Hey, I'm still going through a shadow ban. I'm trying to work my way out, but I appreciate you strolling and finding me. You know, I don't know why YouTube doing it to you, boy. It's people on here doing worse things to me and saying worse things to me. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just, and it's not just me. It's other truth-telling black YouTube, black content creators as well on YouTube. So it's not just me. It's not just me. But today, for the most part, the numbers are decent. They're pretty good. And as long as we keep hitting that like button and tapping the screen, ladies and gentlemen, it'll go up even higher. So if y'all really support me, if you really support the message, if you really, hey, if we want to let the algorithm know that we can create our own algorithm, now is the time to show that support. Hit that like button, tap that screen. Let's get the chat jumping. They pay attention to all of that to get you in the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, you know I thank you. I thank you humbly.
We're gonna test this shit. We're gonna see what happens tonight, right? We're gonna see what's happening. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $50 holler. Y'all, you're showing love already. I can't even catch your love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the $50. Much love to you back. All right, y'all. So let's have this conversation first. Let's get the first thing out of the way that y'all might get upset. Some of y'all are mad at me because of the approach that I have taken to this boy's mama. But let me say this, and I'm gonna say it again, whether y'all can understand it or not. I am not necessarily upset, right? With
Thank you, Reparations. Thank you, Reparations, for the $5 super chat. Let's put reparations in the chat. Let's put reparations in the chat. He says, smash the like button. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate that, reparations.
his mom, like, oh, she shouldn't have any sympathy, or oh, she didn't just lose her son. Like, I get all of that, okay? Yeah, she lost her son, and this is sad.
Money Mike is following up with the $2 super chat. Money Mike says, like, share, and subscribe is free. Thank you. Thank you to all who's leading by example. Thank you to all who's showing support, you know, and managing just to send any contribution that you can financially afford. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. And it's always the same people. So, I mean, man, I love y'all for that, man. I love y'all for that. Thank you so much.
But at the same time, for plenty of mothers, okay, that have lost plenty of people to these systems and racism.
All right. Realize TV is weighing in. Thank you for the gold coin, Realize TV. I appreciate that. Let's put Realize in the chat as well. Let's put Realize in the chat as well. Here we go, Dougie. Dougie sends another $2 super chat. Dougie says, get them likes up, chat. Get them likes up, chat. Thank you, Dougie. I appreciate that. Dougie says, get the lights up, chat. You know, come on, y'all. We need that support. Let's get the likes up. A lot of people come in here and they sit around in here. You know, if you've been here this long, there's something that you like about the live. Oh, Realize came back with some more gold coins. Thank you, Realize. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Real talk. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, I really appreciate y'all holding me down, man. Because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. Especially when you're a lower level channel. You're being shadow banned. You speak the truth. Your notifications aren't going out. And you're spending hours on here. Gaining nothing. Gaining nothing. Not even subscribers, because they're not letting the viewers come through. They're shadow banning me. So my numbers are just now starting to come back up. And I'm grateful to the ancestors, and I'm grateful to the tribe for that. Thank y'all so much, humbly.
She is crying. She goes to get crunk. She wants to trigger the black community. She is playing the racist card, but will not say that this is racism, right? Right? His mom is the issue for sure. It's because she's not black. Well, I don't know if she's not black.
And I don't think that she's came out at either time and actually said that she feels like this is a slight case of racism. You know, I haven't saw that. Uh-oh, who was that? Okay, Black Beauty is weighing in. Thank you, Michelle Solomon. Hey, let's put MS. Let's put MS in the chat, please, for Michelle Solomon, aka Black Beauty. Thank you for the gold coin, sweetheart. Thank you for the support. But not one time has she come out and said directly that she feels like there's something racist going on, you know, or she's being treated in a racist manner, or her son's death could have been race related. She hasn't said these things. Thank you, Money Mike, for putting MS in the chat. You know, I want to see everybody lift everybody up. If you know you've contributed, you've given, let's throw those names around. Keep them rotating. Keep them rotating because y'all deserve that recognition. You deserve that acknowledgement. I rock with you. That's why some of y'all are the main ones. I'll read your comments. I'll go to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually hold me down like that. You actually hold me down like that. A lot of y'all take precedence. My donors are always going to take precedence over everyone else. Over everyone else. And that's just a fact. And I'm going to start doing members only content as soon as I can get a respectable number of members to where it still won't affect my my numbers. I need a significant amount of members so that when I do this type of content, my numbers are still high. I'm not losing and dropping, I'm gaining. So that's what I'm waiting on. But yeah, she hasn't come out yet and said, well, I feel like this is being handled, you know what I'm saying, in a racist fashion. And I didn't even know that she works in the same building with Bart Simpson's father. He's the head of the toxicology unit. Yeah, the head of the toxicology department. And she works in the same building. And she graduated with Judge Ashley Cole. They went to school together. They went to school together. I appreciate and love all my brothers and sisters. Peace and salute. Damn right, real lives. Peace and salute. Ashe to that. Y'all, we got a hater in here, but we ain't gonna pay him no attention if he ain't melanating his comments. You know what I mean? He's just a tailgater.
So again, I've heard, and I could be wrong, but his mother, my understanding is she has a black parent, right? Shout out to you, thank you for the gift. She has a black parent, a full black parent, and I don't know if this is true, and then I heard she has a parent that is black and half Filipino, which means she got more black up in her space than anything else. So again, when people say they're not black, when you see his mom, you see his stepdad, and you see Nolan, you can say what you want to say. Why they lying to themselves? In America, they're not classified as a nigga anywhere you go, especially in Mississippi. So is these the lies we telling ourselves? So maybe we should have a conversation about that for black people who think that you're not like every other black person. Y'all don't want to hear this because it's mean to say, right? Right? But this is her family's Negro wake-up call. Y'all don't want me to say.
She's cooking. She's cooking. She's cooking. You know what I'm saying? She's cooking. She is cooking. Tailgater gonna find out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Tailgater gonna find out the hard way. Salute on 513 Ginger. Salute. And thank you for being here. And let me say again, to the good white folks, we are addressing the YT supremacists, the race soldiers, the people that even y'all don't want to be compared to or identify with. So don't get in your feelings about what you hear. We rock with good white folks. Black people don't know how to be racist. We can be prejudiced, but we don't know how to be racist. So we rock with everyone until you give us a reason not to. The YT supremacist, the YT inferior, the YT race soldier has given us every reason to never rock with them. And you, good white folks, shouldn't rock with them either. So you should be encouraged to hop in on the fun and get your licks in too. Get your kicks in too. You understand what I'm saying to you? Equal opportunity around here.
Y'all don't want me to say that, right? This is a Negro wake up calling you like that's mean to say. Thank you very much, Billy, for the membership, the 5 membership gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you. So again, nobody wants to talk about that. We have to be so nice around everything that we're saying. Well, let me tell you something in this matrix. The game that his mom is playing to rile all the black community up and get all of our emotions, all of our attention, all of our funds in the GoFundMe. You know, I find it very interesting that everybody loves dead black bodies. Even those of you, and again, I'm gonna say some shit tonight.
Hey. She about to go scorched earth. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. But she makes a great point. It hurts. It hurts. But the sister made a great point. And to those who don't know, Mechee X has a white father and a black mother. So she's a hybrid. She's the best of both worlds. Who better to speak on the racism than someone who is biracial? Someone who is biracial, but I guarantee she was raised by that black mother. You can tell. Because, hey, she came out ready for the world. ready for the world. Mechee X has been doing this a long time, and Mechee X don't really call things wrong. She call it exactly how she sees it, whether you like it or not. And Mechee, on this one, I love it. I love it. But I'm going to go ahead and let you cook because you banging some pots right now.
And if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Just don't be in my comment section crying. Shut up if it don't apply to you. But if it do, wear the shoe, right? But y'all love dead black bodies too. Because y'all come out with all your emotion, all of your anger, all of your protest, all of your marching. I mean, that shit don't do nothing, but you think it do. You give your money, you give your effort, you give your support and your time to dead black bodies. Y'all filled up in people's GoFundMe. They fucking white people's brains. Love Who said that they even needed funds? Is that the new formula now? As soon as the black person dies and Crump gets on board, or Lee Merritt, or any of these ambulance chasers, the next thing is to create a GoFundMe?
Ambulance chaser.
And y'all gave these motherfuckers, and somebody gonna say you're jealous, you're pocket watch. I don't give a fuck what y'all give what you give. But what's crazy is that y'all will give that type of money to a dead black body.
Tell me she don't have a point. Tell me she don't have a point. And she's saying ambulance chasers, y'all. She calls them ambulance chasers. And I've been wondering, see, this is the same reason why I say I'm happy Ben Crump took this case, but I'm not a fan of Ben Crump because Ben Crump capitalizes off of black deaths. Black deaths. She has a point. Why aren't we out here supporting each other like this when it's all good? Huh? Black people are suffering. Black people need things every day that the government's not going to give them, that they can't get from a bank in the form of a loan. We struggle. If you black, you know. If you black, you know. The very thing that the Black Panthers were doing for our community are the very services that we need to render to ourselves right now today. But we don't do that unless someone white unalives someone black. Facts. Facts. Facts, whether we like it or not, facts. Come on, real recognize real all day, y'all. And recognize real means recognize everyone ain't loyal. You have to be loyal. Recognize everyone ain't loyal. But these are facts. When it's all good, you know, most black people that's thriving don't reach out to help no black person on the bottom that's just merely surviving. But when tragedies like this occur, now everyone want to reach out and give you a couple of dollars and think money is going to heal pain. Money is going to take care of the issue. The issue is if you call this stuff out ahead of time, if you fight against this stuff, even when it's not happening, guess what? It won't happen as prominent. It won't happen as prominent. There's a difference between treating a wound and healing a wound. You can treat a wound, put a Band-Aid on it, and never go back to it, and that SOB can get infected. But if you take your time to heal a wound, you don't have to worry about the infection that follows. And America and black people don't take time to heal the wound. And the healing don't just start with the YT community. It starts with us too. Because a lot of us still running around here with that Willie Lynch mentality. A lot of us running around here looking for racism, but not paying attention to the ignorant things that we're doing to ourselves. You're walking past a brother and a sister who are suffering, who may be homeless. Regardless of what the issue is, if we're going to stand on black, you're walking past a black person who is in need. But you'll pull up to your church on Sundays and give it to your damn pastor, and his automobile look better than you, and he's got more mortgages than you do. You want to go get his pastor your 10%, but that black person you just drove past on the streets probably needed less than 10%, and you drove right past him. But you looking for a blessing, though. You looking for a blessing, though. You trying to sow a seed, though. What better seed to sow? So have this drive all the time. Keep that energy. Don't just wait till one of us perish. Keep that energy and watch how much better of a community, better of a people we can become. Real talk. So I'm feeling Mechee on this.
I what I mean by that is what you won't do is give that money to living Black bodies, to organizations, to people doing the work, to those that are living, so you can make a difference so this doesn't happen in somebody else's life. Y'all don't give to that because y'all are only moved by dead Black bodies just like everybody else. Tell me I'm lying. You know how many organizations I can...
You know the sad part is that's when I'll make money off of YouTube, when I'm dead. You know, as great as Kevin Samuels was, his ratings went up when he passed. I get on here, I give you the time, I give you the substance, I give you the proof, I do the research for you. I'm encountered by racists every day. I done had my personal information doxed I don't know how many times. But I don't walk in that fear. I have to get on here and beg for support. But if I was a Black body, I'd be on a t-shirt. Y'all put some wings behind me with a halo over my head. Y'all start a gifts and go. And I'm not even here to get my flowers. I'm not even here to receive my flowers. No one cared to appreciate me and lift me up while I was breathing. But now that I'm no longer here, now people want to show you that love, show you that appreciation. Keep that same energy. If you ain't fuck with me when I was breathing, don't fuck with me when I'm leaving. Keep that same energy. Real talk. Because truthfully, that's how I am. If I didn't like you when you was living, I still don't like you even though you're dead. You know?
Show you that is doing the work. They're not saying they're going to do the work. They're not Umar Johnson, I'm about to do the work. They have been doing the work all this time. They can show you what progress they've made in the community on what little bit they have because nobody else is supporting that and they have come this far. So nobody's asking you to believe in a dream. We're telling you, here goes the proof that shit is working. And y'all will not support that shit for nothing. If I come on here and I do a live and I say on the live, these are the solutions to do A, B, C, D in the Black community. That video will get the least amount of views.
Facts.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Facts. I put out great videos. I don't even really make videos anymore because they don't get views. They don't get views. You know, they don't get views.
But let me come on here and let me start talking about somebody who done already died. The police did something to them. Somebody else done something to them. Y'all have every dollar, every moment, every heartfelt, every social media post. Y'all detectives now. Y'all doing everything you can to figure out everything but fucking focus on the racism. Because I think y'all get so caught up in the emotion of the game of racism. See, it's a game of racism that y'all really don't even know what the real racism is. So y'all making shit up now. They burnt his body, he had bruises on his face. Why? So we can say he was lynched. You don't have to make up racism in this case. It already exists.
Facts.
His mama is playing a game where his mama doesn't damn understand. Maybe she does. I don't care either way. Because if somebody who has lost somebody to this system, several people to this system, and I see with people every day who have lost their loved ones, I want you to know her child is not any more important than any fucking body else's. And if we are going to give our focus and our attention to your son, ma'am, to your situation, how dare you sit your dumb ass up on TV after you play the race card? You trigger the Black community, but then you refuse to say you think it's about race. So, bitch, why you bring race into this motherfucker in the first place?
Cooking. All right. Daryl says, just cash out, by the way. I appreciate you, Daryl. I can't look at it right now because it's going to make it kind of cut my stream. You know, but I appreciate you. Can we put Daryl, you know, in the chat, please, for his cash out? Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Viper, you probably never seen a shower in your life. Viper, you probably never seen a shower in your life, Viper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she cooking with fish grease. Viper, you ain't never seen a shower, bath, soap, no nothing. No nothing. No nothing.
Why did you bring race into it in the first place? Because you're playing a game with us to get what you want for your son, because you don't really have any connection to the Black.
See, the truth, you're welcome to your own opinion, but you have to call a spade a spade. You have to realize she wasn't living amongst Black people. Huh? She wasn't out here really black. We don't know what black cause she ever supported, but because her son is gone, look at the support that we're rendering to her. You stay among the white folks. You sent your children to school with white people. Now, I'm not reaming this sister. I'm not trying to kick her while she's down, but facts are facts. But now you come out here after sending your children to school amongst white people and allowing them to have white friends and never sitting down and having this talk with them about white people's history. Now you rally the whole black community. You didn't even want to live around black people. Your child didn't go to school with black people. It's relevant. We're not saying it has anything to do with justice. We're not saying it has anything to do with justice. And we all know that race does play a very important factor with justice in this country. We are not losing focus. We are not losing focus. We are staying put. We're calling a spade a spade. Don't sit here and drill white people. And then the minute we sit here and get on our own people's ass, you can't handle belt the ass. Because that's all this is. This is belt the ass for black people. This is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call because it's the truth. Whether we like it or not, some of us are built to accept it, and some of us are built to take it exactly how you're taking it. But to me, everything she's saying is just like your YouTube handle name. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's not about emotions. It's about cosplaying. It's about keeping that same energy. It's about a movement. When did she ever come out and say that it was racist? Huh? When did she ever come out and talk about the history of Mississippi? Did she advocate for Brother Trey Reed? Because he was laying on Stacey Turner's examination table too, and his came up undetermined. So you're telling me truth that black people hang themselves? Because that brother was found hanging from a tree in the middle of Delta State University. What are you telling me right now? So your argument makes no sense. Don't tell me you one of the people quick to sit here and want to tell white people a new ass, but when it's time for us to hear the truth, you can't take it. You're too good and you're entitled to hear the truth, to accept the truth. Come on now. Come on now.
Community in our plight, because you did not think that all those issues we deal with as black people, she didn't think that should apply to her and her black ass Filipino son. She didn't think it applied to them. Now that it does, she want to play the card.
If you have a comment or something that you want recognized, because I'm not going to keep doing this, it's right there. Only the comments that's sent by Super Chat, Cash App, or gift will be acknowledged. Because I'm not going to spend my time arguing with people over their opinion on my platform. Either accept the truth or move on. You have a YouTube channel. Go spit your truth on your YouTube channel. My feelings aren't hurt, and I certainly don't want your feelings hurt. This is the part where we agree to disagree. This is the part where we agree to disagree. As brothers, this is the part where we agree to disagree. I'm not built to be apologetic. I'm not built for tunnel vision either. I'm not going to sit here and call out someone else and not call out my own people. I'm a fan of the truth. I'm a fan of honesty. I don't care how it comes. I don't care how it comes. And you can't say that race isn't involved in this, because if the tables were turned, it wouldn't have taken down there a whole month to get the truth or some type of transparency out of the state of Mississippi. It's actually called a tubular cap for people with locks. It's called a tubular cap. For the white people who aren't familiar with the urban culture as much as y'all try to cosplay us, it's called a tubular cap, not a shower cap, not a bonnet. It's made for people who have long, beautiful, strong, robust ass locks. Something that your ass can't do. Something that your ass can't grow. Just worry about pulling your ball cap backwards to cover your bald spot in the middle of your head and your cowlick. All right, just wake up. Don't worry about my tubular cap. Don't worry about my locks. Okay, worry about your bald spot because you've been thinning in the middle since you was 13. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to bend your bill and kick your hat backwards and hide your cowlick too. All right, hide your cowlick too.
But not play the part because she loving white people. Now I'm gonna show you a vision with a night that I'm really gonna need y'all to hold and take in. Another thing I want to point about his mom, and you can take it and leave it as you want to. I don't believe anything that everybody says on either side of this. One thing I will tell you, that as Officer Tatum was interviewing those boys, there is a boy that said that he is a friend. What is his name? His name is Trayvon, right? And he says that he is a good friend of Nolan's and that they grew up together since the 9th grade. And he says, so of course, I haven't known him since childhood. But his mother said she did not know this boy. Okay? Follow me because we're going a lot of places tonight, but follow me.
Okay, she said she didn't know them, but Warren gave accounts and said that even a father showed up to different restaurants and outings where they were hanging out at. He didn't say they hung with him. He just kind of trailed in the back, sat in the back. Okay, so cool. She's a nurse. She works 12-hour shifts. What Mechee is saying may not be too far-fetched, y'all. Maybe the reason she didn't know this certain friend is because she works a lot. Maybe she's working during the normal hours that Nolan is hanging out with his buddies, and maybe that's why the stepfather was there trailing them as a chaperone. Maybe.
So she says, I don't know this boy. He says on the interview that he has parked his car at her house for days. He has gone on trips to Florida for days with her son, that they stand next to each other in the graduation lines. I don't believe that he's lying. Okay? Now, I'm not saying the boy telling the truth about everything. I'm just talking about this one thing. I don't think a person will go that hard to say that they've had imaginary trips with this boy, right? Okay? There's something else. Listen to what I'm saying. Follow me down this rabbit hole. So nobody's really talking about this, but a couple of weeks ago, how many of you know that Warren, I think that's the boy that was on the interview with Tatum, right? He has a brother. Okay? It's Warren or Wyatt. I don't know these white boys' names, but one of their brothers, the boy whose last name is Tyron, right? Let me tell you what he had to say. Because he finally wanted everybody to know if you give white people enough time to trigger them, they will tell you exactly how they feel about black people. So
didn't he come out and say you worthless blacks? In his message, he came out and said you worthless blacks. Why? Was it Wyatt? Was it Wyatt? It was the one with the long hair sitting beside Nolan on the boat. The buffy white kid that had his hand on Nolan's leg, Nolan's knee, that guy. He's the one that said it. Came out and said, you worthless blacks. You worthless black people. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel. Because I know some worthless white people too. And I know some worthless Spanish people too. I know worthless people no matter what race. And I know successful people. But if you're breathing, guess what? Guess what? You're only worthless if you feel like you are worthless. I'm not sure who's cash apping, but thank you for the cash app. I definitely appreciate it. I just can't look at it right now because it'll ruin my stream. It'll make it look like the stream has been kind of like blacked out or something, you know. All right. Black Beauty says, just let them talk, keep going. And what does a cap have to do with what you're talking about? These are just haters. These are trolls. These are trolls. They're not familiar with the black culture, but want to speak on black events. They're not familiar. Like I say, everybody want to be black and everybody want to have an opinion until it's time to be black. Nobody wants to live the black experience, but damn it, I love being black. Damn it, I love the black experience. Damn it, ain't nothing like being black. Nothing like being black. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for privilege. I wouldn't trade it for entitlement. I wouldn't trade it for generational wealth. Hell no. That's not enough to buy my blackness. I love being black. I love it. I love it. Nothing compares to it, regardless of the oppression, regardless of how much we go through these social, economical disadvantages from social constructs built to give other people an advantage over us. No matter that, I love my blackness. I wouldn't trade it for the world. This right here is priceless. This right here is protection. This right here is armor. This right here is chosen. This right here is royalty. Royalty. Royalty.
I Ron, several weeks ago, after this happened, looked online, one of the boys that was on the boat's brother, and says, I see you reposted this, so I just want to let you know what really happened. He does this on a post for somebody who's reporting. He says, can't be listening to all these black people saying his friends did something. He was my brother that day on my boat, and he chose to stay. They know who the girl is. It happens at porn all the time. These guys posting this shit on TikTok are all worthless blacks who want nothing but views. Nolan has basically lived at my house.
Worthy blacks who want nothing but views. Nolan has definitely lived at my house for the past 3 years. See? Worthy blacks. So was Nolan a worthless black? Or just because he had a little money and he stayed in the HOA white gated community, I guess that validated him as what? You see the games that we play? They're brothers though. They're brothers. But this is what you say about your brother's skin folk and kin folk. Worthless, huh? Worthless, huh? Yeah. Realize thank you. I appreciate the gold coins, brother. I appreciate that. Oh, we cooking today. I told y'all, Mechee nailed this. Mechee nailed this. And yes, I'm using her content as a talking point, but I have my very own talking points. I'm just using her to back me up because this sister was cooking. This sister was cooking. And it's good to hear it from other people because the truth is hard to swallow. A lot of us are still prideful people, egotistical people, narcissistic people. We're still entitled people. We feel like the world owes us something that we're not even willing to get out there and go get for our damn selves. You've been taught to wait for someone to save you instead of you getting out there and saving your damn self. And you can start by saving yourself and other people who look like us by simply telling the truth and holding us accountable for our goddamn actions and our mindset as well. Facts. Facts. I don't care who disagree. If you disagree with what I just said, you're part of the problem and not the solution. Because those are facts. I'm not using Mechee's talking points. Y'all been following me long enough. Y'all know I'm strong with this. I love public speaking. I'm strong with this. But I am using her content as a reference to drive my point home and to drive her point home as well.
For the last 3 years, we would never do anything to harm him. Y'all following along here? Follow me here, because now this is what his brother said. Now, there's several things that I noticed in it that I could focus on, and one, he's now starting to tell you how he feels about black people, okay? But before we get into that, I want you to notice what he said. Nolan has nearly lived at my house for the past 3 years. The other boy...
Now, that's not a racist comment. Why didn't Christina call out that racist comment? That is Mechee's point. The mother's taking center stage. Okay, she's activated the black community. We're making videos. We want justice. We know that this shit ain't right. But when are you going to come out and address this racism that's involved in this case? Why couldn't you come out when he posted that and say, well, you know, if my son has lived at your house for the past 3 years and you looked at him like a brother, then why would you say worthless blacks? Because that makes me feel like my son was worthless in your presence at fucking Horn Island. And that's why he's no longer here. That's why he's no longer among us, because you feel like he was just a worthless fucking black. Why can't Christina come out and say that? So I agree with Mechee. I don't care who don't like it. I'm not trying to kick this mother while she's down. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells. My condolences to the family. I want the truth just like they do. I want justice just like they do. But at the same time, why the fuck are we speaking up harder and calling out racism more than what she is, and she's the one that lost her son to the racism? I know what it feels like to lose family members to racism. I tell y'all all the time how I lost my grandmother. So I know what she's feeling. I know firsthand. I know. So don't get on here and tell me I don't know. I felt it. I know. And I still remember. And it's something that I'll never get over. But I didn't hit the internet crying. I didn't hit the internet complaining. I didn't hit the internet with gifts and go. I hit the motherfucking ground running. That's why I speak the way I speak now, because I've been through it. And no one knows how it feels until you've gone through it.
I said that he was going places with Nolan and leaving his car parked in Nolan's driveway, but he also said he didn't meet the mom face to face. So what that tells me is
As
that
we come in, family, let's hit that like button, please. Let's hit that like button. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Please and thank you. I'm reined in today. I can't get out and go wash my truck and do half the things I planned on doing. So we stuck with each other. We vibing. You know what I mean? Turn up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have fun. Let's get the truth, not just out here, but all the way out here. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Tap that screen, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you're hitting that subscribe button. I definitely hope you're hitting that subscribe button, because we cook over here like this all the time. It's just YouTube normally shadow bans me, so y'all really don't hear much from me. Y'all really don't hear much from me. But I don't mind speaking the truth. I love the truth. I love the truth. And that's where the world has gone wrong. We're so used to being pacified to where we no longer appreciate the truth. We just want to be pacified. Just give us a little something and I'll go away. But when we deal with the problem itself and get to the core of the damn problem, then guess what? We don't deal with these type of issues anymore because it's been dealt with internally to the fucking core. And to deal with it internally, we have to deal with the race soldiers and we have to deal with us too. We have to deal with us too. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk.
Even though his mom is grieving, I'm not saying she's a bad mom or you should be mean to her, but what I actually think is that she doesn't know what the fuck her son needed. Just like that same.
Listen, man. Truth. I'm glad I'm glad that Ben Crump is on the case, but I'm not a Ben Crump fan. Now, I'm glad that this is a case that he took, but I'm not a Ben Crump fan. Again, she said, y'all are infatuated with black bodies. Y'all are ambulance chasers. That also describes Ben Crump. You don't hear from Ben Crump unless a black life has been taken. You don't hear from Ben Crump. Listen. Let me tell y'all the difference between a Johnny Cochran and a Ben Crump. Rodney King is the difference between a Ben Crump and a Johnny Cochran. Rodney King didn't die. He was beaten very bad by racist white counterparts. Johnny Cochran took the case. Johnny Cochran also worked the OJ case, right? Ben Crump ain't taking a damn case unless it's somebody dead and it's guaranteed funds because he's receiving 33%. Now, I'm not saying the brother don't advocate for black, but if I was getting paid like that, hell, I advocate for black too. Y'all mad at Brandon Tatum right now for advocating for white people, but Brandon Tatum is getting paid. Is getting paid. So it's all for the money. It's all for the money. It's all for the money. Tell him to take a case where a black person has been beat or approached by a Karen. Where a black person is still breathing. Tell him to take that case. Because Morgan & Morgan ain't going to take it from a black person, and Ben Crump ain't going to take it from a black person either if your ass still living. I appreciate you, Uncut. I don't really like Mechee X due to some stuff that happened years ago, but I can listen to her. I appreciate you. I don't listen to her a lot, but when she's cooking, she's cooking. When she's cooking, she's cooking.
I think that boy did park his car at the mama house. I think she is a nurse, and whether she works a lot or whether she just is not that involved, everybody keeps saying that this guy is his stepdad. So the more less involved he.
Everybody on Ben Crump nuts, man. What laws get changed when Ben Crump win these cases? What laws get changed? What anti-crime bill, what anti-hate bill do we get? Huh? Who gets locked up? When Ben Crump take these cases, it's all about the money and exposure. Am I glad he's on this case? Yes. Is he doing a great job on this case? Yes. But let's tell the truth. Truth. It's all for the money. Nothing gets changed. How many cases has he handled and won for black people? How many laws have been passed to protect us black people on behalf of Ben Crump? Huh? How many people have been locked up? Exactly. 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 He is an activist. He is a truth. If you got something you want to say, send a cash out. Send a cash out. Or send a super chat. This is getting truth. You're gonna be ignored.
He feel like he gotta be, because that's not really my child. And Nolan is out here grown, 18 years old. He does what he wants. So I truly believe he wants these white boys' house all the time. And if he was nearly living on their couch, also at 11:30 at night, it was his friends that called his mom and said Nolan is missing. Nolan's mom wasn't worried about where her son was at 11:30, because that tells me Nolan kind of does what he wants to do. She wasn't, if Nolan showed up to the next morning and came home, she would be disappointed by it. Not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying Nolan probably doesn't come home alone. He just hangs out with his fucking friends and does what he wants. And some of y'all gonna tell me no. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, because one, I'm a mother. I'm a mother. My kids ain't no motherfucking kids leaving no car in my driveway. And my kid is taking off for days to go to Florida with them. And I don't know who this kid is.
Facts.
I'm just saying. So
Facts.
It seems like to me, while she's saying, I don't know this boy, and instead of just being real honest because she don't want to look bad, I don't think she knew many of his fucking friends. She's a person. Maybe she worked long hours. I don't know. But what I would tell you is this, right? Because
No one's saying Christina is a bad mother or a bad parent. We're just saying that she's not being all the way transparent either. No one's gonna park their car in my driveway and my child is gone with them for days or weeks to a whole nother state and I don't know who they are. It could be because she works a lot. To give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not trying to slander her and kick this sister while she's down. No. But facts are facts. Any parent who works a lot are less active in their children's lives. So if you really don't know where your children are, you really don't know who the hell they're out here hanging out with. That only makes sense. No one's saying it to prove that she's an unfit mother or something like that. We know that she's far from an unfit parent. You can tell from how Nolan was raised that he was taken care of and loved. You can hear it when she speaks about her son. So we're not out here saying that. No, hell no. That's not the assignment.
A lot to unpack there. So let's talk about this too, because there's new shit that's coming to the light. And everybody, when y'all see the video on Horn Island, I find it very interesting that there's nothing but a ton of white people. We're going to look at that video. And it's like 1.5 black people. Okay? If anybody's seen a bunch of...
Are you kidding me? You're going to come in here with their name, Nolan Wells Fargo, and you're white. And you're going to say, peace, my brother, have a great... Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Boy, you so close to getting your ass roasted and cussed out and being called everything but what your mama named you right now. Are you trying to rub something in our faces? Nolan Wells Fargo. Get your bitch ass up out of here. You stupid ass degenerate.
black people on an island like that, you know what y'all would say? Y'all would say, look at all these niggas ghetto-fying this island. Look at them over here, they smoking weed. They
Grand Rising, gracias. Good morning.
Y'all on here, maybe Facebook can speak up. Y'all on here are white and hang out with rich white kids. How many of you do? Because I'm going to tell you about rich white kids.
No, that you're right, Shawnee. You're right. But let's say that you can't pull your phone out at work. You can use it on break. She's in the medical field. We just got to be all the way real. So if you're at a job to where you have the leisure time to be on and off your phone, to be checking on your children, yes, then what you're saying works. But in the medical field, I've dated plenty of women in the medical field. They don't always have that time. That's why she had the Life 360 app on her phone and everything. She don't always have that time. We don't know what Elmore does, but maybe Elmore didn't work 12-hour shifts. Maybe he was home a lot more to manage the kids and be involved and know what's going on. Maybe she simply couldn't because of the hours that she works. She can't have her phone out. But on lunchtime, no one's not saying she's not calling and checking, or in between walking to different departments or different floors, no one's saying that she's not on her phone checking Life 360 to see where Nolan is. But as far as getting to know the friends, you don't have time, and you can't because you're not there presently. You're working. That's what I mean. So I know what you're saying, but we also have to relay that to the job. To the job.
I keep.
Blue for Monday and for Tuesday, gray for Wednesday. Please stop wearing jeans to work because it's about to be 100+ degrees on that.
Rich white kids are the baddest, most disrespectful, controlled motherfuckers I've ever hung out with.
Now I respect that. Now I respect that. See, that's why I love me some Shawnee. Now I respect that. Do y'all see what Shawnee just said? Shawnee said, I met everyone's parents on my days off. I worked in a prison. So that means that she worked on 12-hour shifts too. That means she worked on 12-hour shifts as well. Now, I like that. That is remarkable. That is a great comeback. I love that, Shawnee. Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to you. That was strong. That was very robust. I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Salute to you, sister. Salute to you.
Now, when y'all ask me about white people, most of y'all assume, oh, she got white family. She know about white folks. No, I actually don't. My family ain't got many white folks. I told you, my grandfather and his wife came over here from Poland. My dad was born. His two sisters were born. I have cousins, but they're half black, and then that's it. Talking about Auntie Susie when she said some racist shit many years ago about Tamir Rice. She tried to get loud. I told her, girl, fuck you. I'm grown, and you racist. We haven't spoken since. Hey, Aunt Susie, if you watch. I'm gonna tell you where I hung out with white folks. When my mother, she got up, and my mom moved out of Detroit long time ago. She did not want to be there. My mother always ran to white neighborhoods. I've always told this story, thinking that we would have a better life if she had us around white people. So when I got into these neighborhoods, and there was nothing to do, because I'm a kid coming from Detroit, Michigan, I was bad as fuck when I was little. That's a whole nother story. But I was in these goddamn streets, and then you sent me to some white suburbs somewhere in Colorado and all of these stupid ass states, right? With a bunch of white kids, and then you want to put me in high school, and I'm like,
let's get the lights up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tap the screen. Let's hit the like button. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great conversation. We're all not going to agree, but we're all sharing the same space. We all have an opinion, and we can all appreciate the content. We can all appreciate it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We're always talking about sticking together and unifying, and I can't even get some of y'all to hit the like button in here, whether you like the content or not. But that's the same support that y'all say that we should keep for black people. We should have for each other, right? So I should just be safely assuming that you're going to come in here and hit the like button because I'm black and you're black and you're going to show that support. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
10 fucking black kids in the school, and that's it. So when we was in those places,
DMR. DMR. Get your politically obsessed ass out of here. Don't come in here telling me what I'm not doing. I'm doing what I do on YouTube. You want to hear that shit? Go somewhere else where you can hear that shit. But don't bring that shit here. Don't bring it here. I don't give a damn about the Epstein files when it comes to a black life. We all paying the same damn gas prices, regardless of what color we are, or how much money you have. You know, I don't give a damn about an impending damn war. You're being a sheep. You're focused on shit that don't matter, that you can't change, and probably something you voted for. I'm black. I'm talking about this black life. Damn you.
and these parents were police officers, judges, lawyers, doctors, just like in this community. We hung out with that kid. Them kid was bad as fuck. They was. Every time we wanted to act up, we would go to dance.
We can't change that. He's not right. The topic is Nolan Wells. That's the subject matter. That's the subject matter. He's not right. He's pushing the goalposts. He's changing the narrative as white people do. He's coming here shifting the whole complex of the conversation. That's what white people do. And he's steady hollering a distraction. Who's been a distraction? You talking about Epstein files? When is the last time you heard somebody mention the damn Epstein files? We can't stop this damn war even though we don't agree with it. And I'm supposed to sit here and cry and bitch about gas prices when blacks, whites, Asians, and Mexicans all paying the same damn prices at the damn gas pump. And that's supposed to take precedence over what the hell I'm talking about right now? Man, if he don't get his lost and need to be found ass up out of here, man.
Because you couldn't do that shit at our black parents' house. But we could go to their house and their parents will actually be the one to buy the liquor for the kids. A lot of those rich white parents, they're not ever even home with their children. They just give them money and they tell them to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Then we partied at your kids' house. You could smoke.
I'm going to sit here and complain about gas prices knowing I drive a damn truck with a V8 engine and a Hemi with a 35-gallon gas tank on it, and I still got the gas to MF her up anyways. So I'm going to sit here and fuss and make content about something that I need essentially anyways in order to travel here and about in my automobile. But I'm going to sit here and bitch about those gas prices knowing I'm going to get my bitch ass up and go pay them gas prices because I really need that gas regardless, right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They say choose your battles. They say choose your battles, man. They say choose your battles. Are black people the only one paying these high prices at the gas pump? Are black people the only one paying these high costs for foods in a damn shopping store? No. No. So I'm sure there's someone in the world making content, ranting and raving and crying about that shit. Let them do it. That is what they do on YouTube. Let them do what they do. In the meantime, in between time, let me do what I do. Ashe.
At their house, you could cuss at their house, you could drink at their house, you could goose at their house, you could do whatever you wanted, and the parents did not care. And if they came home and tried to check the kid be like, "Fuck you, mom. That shit ain't no made for TV. That shit is real."
And yes, they do talk to their parents like that.
You little badass kids is rich.
Okay, Derek. Derek comes in here out the blue and says, "I'm proud to be white." Nobody asked you. But since you want to make yourself the topic of discussion, Derek, you was one of them kids that talk to your mama like that too, huh? Your mama tell you clean the dishes, turn the video game off. Fuck you, mom. I'll do it when I want to. Fuck you. Yeah, Derek. You want to make it a point. I'm proud to be white. Why? Because you can talk to your mama any kind of way. Huh? Why? Because you can walk in a bank with a lower credit score than a black man who walked in before you and get the same loan that he was denied. Why? Why are you proud to be white? Huh? Because you benefit from entitlement and privilege? Huh? Because you control 90% of the generational wealth in this country? Because you were on the lying, cheating, deceiving, murdering end of things to come up? Huh? Why do you enjoy being white? Because I'm going to tell you something. I couldn't be proud to be white. I couldn't. I couldn't be proud to be white. I couldn't have that history land on me. I couldn't be compared to something so goddamn diabolical and wake up every day happy. I could not be white. I could not be proud to be white. Now, I could be proud of my content and character that even though I'm white, I don't act and misbehave like the white supremacist does. Yes. 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 But to come in here and say I'm proud to be white, you might as well say since 1776, homie. You might as well come in here hoorah, hoorah since 1776 with your love to be white ass. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, long live. You walking a fine line too. Don't tell me to chill. You walking a fine line too. I just made my point loud and clear. Loud and clear. If you don't like it, get your ass out of here. The way you feel ain't gonna change nothing I say on my channel, on my platform.
doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And now people want to talk about Nolan was drinking heavy and doing coke. He probably was. And so what the fuck rest of y'all? Y'all was too. Y'all was on the boat drinking. Who bought you the liquor? Because it had to be somebody 21 and older. So what adult bought y'all some fucking liquor? Why your parents let you do what you want because you're rich, you think you can do everything you want to do, and because you're white, you think you can do what you want to do, and at the end of the day, your parents don't check you because they raise you with a sense of superiority.
My phone was off this morning.
I want you to think about that. Any fucking adult that has any sense when it comes to their children, who is letting your kids go out on a boat even though they're 18 years old and you ain't had a conversation and you don't want them drinking? People crash on boats, people die on boats. I'm not just gonna give my badass kids a big ass bait to do whatever you want to do. Go take this boat. Y'all just go out there. You have no rules, no regulations for none of these kids. The kids bad as fuck. And they was all out there being bad as fuck. Now I don't know if these white boys did something to Nolan, but somebody white did something to Nolan. I know that's right.
Listen, nothing against anyone who's proud of their race, but to be proud of the culture surrounding your race and to come in here in this type of discussion and the very thing you say is I'm proud to be white, nah, that don't sit well. That don't sit well. You should be proud of who you are. Touche, touche. But you should not be proud of the history that follows who you are. The history that got you the way you are as a human being. Because you took from others. You put others at a disadvantage. You suppress others. You rendered social and economical injustices to everyone else to get where the fuck you are and to be who the fuck you are right now. I'm gonna tell the truth, regardless of who likes it and who doesn't like it. I'm going to tell the truth. Why do you think these people control 90% of the generational wealth in this country? That's why he's proud to be white. Have y'all saw how many kids get tampered with on a daily basis and come up missing? Do y'all know who controls that statistic? But he's proud to be white, and it's they ass that control these statistics. 2977. 29% of their population is made up of white men, and they are convicted at 77% just on child alone in this country, and over 60% of all S crimes in this country. But he's proud to be white. You have a president right now who's taking advantage of children, who won't put out the full Epstein files, who has pardoned people who has done things to children, Jake Lane, and you're proud to be white. Miss me with that shit.
There's too much going on. It's foul play, and I'm gonna let y'all see what the island looked like that day. So again, I think the real story in this is that that boy's lying, and we don't know how we argue over the dumbest shit. That boy lying. Y'all got whole videos talking about he is calling Nolan's mom a liar, and this boy is disrespectful. No, the truth is his mom doesn't want to admit that she just didn't know her son's friends because she wasn't fucking around enough or didn't pay enough attention. Somebody said you be flip-flopping. Girl, your mama be flip-flopping. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. I guess you haven't watched my other 2 videos on this, because from the very beginning, my stance has always been the same. Who be flip-flopping? No, I think the part of this is that y'all come over here and think you know who the fuck I am, and you think you're going to tell me how to think, and just because it's a black issue, y'all think I'm going to automatically jump on everybody's side. I'm not doing it, because I didn't say that they didn't do nothing to him. I said that y'all focused on the wrong shit.
Facts.
So all I'm saying is, while y'all making these videos talking about he disrespecting Nolan's mom, he's calling Nolan's mom a liar. Why are you debating this and wasting energy over this? Thank you. Somebody said I'm very consistent. I said what I said from the beginning. I stand on what the fuck I said. So if I'm flip-floppy, you obviously are.
If y'all rock with the truth, let's get those likes up, man. We know we got some haters in here. We know it's gonna be some ops. But if you rock with the truth, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tap the screen.
Washy, and your ass ain't watched all my other videos. Because I stand on everything I said from the beginning. Now let's talk about something else really quickly for any white people that are in here. Let me give you a lesson. And for any black people who want to keep saying somebody is that black people are racist and everybody can be racist. Okay? Let's talk about that for a moment. I want to take this time to show you the difference. So there's a word called prejudice. Yes? Prejudice has a definition. Prejudice is not the same thing as racism. That's why they are 2 different words and they have 2 different fucking definitions. Okay? So let's go back to the white people's definition, the colonizer, the oppressor, the racist person who gave us this new definition. So the definition of racism says that you think you're superior to another race. But I'm gonna tell you that's not the full definition. They changed it so you can think anybody is racist. First of all, you're supposed to think that you are the best out of everybody. Not that people are beneath you, but if you don't think you're the best, what the fuck is you doing? You're an insecure, weak back motherfucker. If you come from a group of people, you are supposed to think that your group of people are the shit. That's human nature. So fuck that fucking definition. Everybody's supposed to think they're the best, right? Now we have prejudice. When you look at the groups of people based on certain things and you have preconceived notions about them that make you negatively not like them, so you may treat or say certain things to them a certain way. Everybody can be prejudiced. But the racism is prejudice plus power, and that becomes racism. Because see, that's what they.
And that's what I was saying.
Now let me show you something. Right.
That's what I'm getting at with the David guy. It's okay to be proud of who the higher ups made you, who the Most High made you. You're white. Love that. Be proud of that. You should. But don't come in here boasting about it like you're proud of the heritage that follows it. That's my problem. You can't be proud of the heritage that follows behind the white culture. But I absolutely have no problem with you being proud of being white. I have no problem with you being proud to be white. But I have a problem if you are proud to be white and you are proud of the heritage that surrounds your white lineage. I have a problem with that.
The fuck now? If people had killed Nolan and we found that out, right? And it was some white boys, and let's say that they...
Every race does not have their dark history. Only the white race. Only the minority race of white people globally, internationally, you are the minority. 80 to 90% of the world is globally melanated. So the minority of white people have the assorted dark history, not the black people, because the black Moors didn't do that. So don't lie on the history of the black people. We did not start wars with anyone. We didn't conquer no one. We didn't enslave no one. We ain't passed no Jim Crow laws, no Reconstruction, no chattel slavery, built no sundown towns, started no redlining, no nothing. No nothing. So don't come in here with that bullshit, Bob. No one said all white people were the same. On this channel, I separate white people from white folks. White folks are good folks. I love good white folks. I love good black folks. But I don't fuck with black people. I don't fuck with white people. You know why? Because people keep shit stirred up. Just like you, King Von. You're keeping shit stirred up. So make up your mind. Are you good folks or are you just peoples? Let me know so I can deal with you accordingly. I gave a whole disclaimer at the beginning of this live. I'm sorry your ass can't make it to class on time to get the disclaimer. But no, I love good white folks, and I have good white folks in my family. So I don't sit here and talk bad about all white folks. I talk bad about racist white people. There's a difference. And I would talk bad about ignorant black people, but I would never talk bad about good black folks. There's a difference. There's a difference. And you're right, you can't tell me what to do.
Killed Nolan because Nolan is black. And the reason they did it was because of racism, right?
Patricia, if you felt like I stirred something up just then, as good as I articulated that with your incomprehensive ass, then you're going to love what I'm going to say to you next. Kiss my ass, you piece of shit. Try that. Now I'm stirring shit up. Kiss my ass, you piece of shit. It's degenerates like you that we could never, ever deal with. It's degenerates like you that we would never, ever love and accept. It's degenerates like you. It's the reason we make content like this. You would be classified as white people, not good white folks. Not good white folks. Your mama should have swallowed. Your daddy should have pulled out. Or at least put it in a test tube for later.
Now, that is a racist issue. But if the system and the medical examiner and the police officers and everybody involved got on and did their job, they searched those boats right away, they talked to everybody right away. Matter of fact, there is a law that says if you are the person driving a boat and you bring somebody to an island, it is against the law to leave them and not sure that they make it back safely. There was clearly alcohol on the boat.
Bob, you know what I do get to decide to do, Bob? You know what I do get to decide to do, Bob? I get to decide whether your bitch ass gonna stay in my life or whether I'm gonna kick you the hell up out of here. Bye, bitch ass.
Oh, the kids have admitted to that, right? So who bought the alcohol? So there is at least an adult that should be arrested. The person who is driving, is a misdemeanor, right? The person who is driving the boat should be, that's a reason to arrest them immediately. Now you don't have to keep them, but you use it as a fucking tactic to put them in jail to make them be scared a little bit. You can hold somebody.
I'm not gonna spare y'all trolls, man. Y'all need to know, I love everyone, but I'm not gonna spare you trolls. I'm not gonna spare you mouthy ass trolls. I'm not gonna spare you racist ass trolls. I love everyone. Race has nothing to do with anything at all. Content of character does. Content of character does. If you're a white brother or a white sister that tells the truth and you're diverse and you're loving and you accept everyone for who they are, why would I have a problem with you? You couldn't help God made you white the same way you can't help God made me black. Why would I have a problem with you? That is ignorant as fuck. That is ignorant as fuck. Now that's racist. Now that's racist. But if you come in here saying things and I can judge you by your content of character, then I'm going to address you as the race soldier you are. And then, yes, I'm going to handle you like the troll that you want to be. You made a decision to either be good white folks or be, you know, racist YT people, a race soldier. You made that choice, not me. I don't judge people on what the fuck they look like. I judge people on how they treat me and how they treat other people. I judge people on how they think. On how they think. Your color has absolutely no goddamn merit to me. You can be white and be realer than some of the black people I fucking know. And if I give you a chance, I'll find that out. But if I judge you simply because you're white, guess what? I'll never know and I miss out on a great buddy, on a great friendship. You understand what I'm saying? So no, that's stupid. That's stupid. Again, I keep telling y'all, black people can't be racist, but we can be prejudiced based on one's content of character, how one presents themselves, how one separates themselves from the side of justice and truth and honesty, and is compelled to go on the side of being diabolical, divisive, and starting shit. Being a perpetual antagonist instead of finding resolve.
For 72 hours without charging them with anything. So you could have had the motherfucker Bart who gave alcohol to the people in jail, holding him for giving alcohol to underage children, at least until he made bail, because they all gonna make bail. You could have locked the other boy up for taking somebody on a boat and not bringing their ass back. They didn't lock nobody up and start asking questions. But let's say they did all of that, and they shared the information, and they didn't hold back, and they didn't cover shit up. Would this actually be an issue of racism? If the individuals did something to him because they're racist, but then the system made them pay the fucking price for what they did, this is not really a systematic or racist issue you would have to be concerned about. Because what it says to me is that if you do something racist, the law is going to hold you to what is right, and you get some shit wrong. Yes, you wouldn't be screaming racism. The reason we're screaming racism right now, let's be clear, is not because Nolan is gone and he was on an island with white people. The reason we're screaming racism is because he was on an island with all of these white people, and they have parents who are doctors, judges. They are the toxicology. They hand over the toxicology to
Facts. 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 That's what's racist about this. Facts. It wasn't racist that Nolan went on a boat full of white people. Did I worry about him? Yes. But you know what? Some white people are genuine people. Some white people really like being in the presence of black people. Some white people are even raised in the hood with black people. So they can't help that they take up to the black culture. You understand what I'm saying? A friend is a friend, regardless of the skin. So we're not saying it was racist for Nolan going out on this boat and being around all these white people. If that's who you feel comfortable around, you know what I'm saying? That's who you feel comfortable around. It's your life. Live it the best way you can, homie. It's your life. What we're saying is how it's been handled and how it's been covered up by white people in certain elite spots in Mississippi. Yeah, that's racist. That's racist. That's racist.
apartment. Okay? These are their parents. So what happens is that they feel, let's be clear, Nolan might have been their friend. But when it comes down to who they ride with they fucking white people.
Facts.
Nolan was our friend. We not putting.
Fact. Now we not saying it ain't people out here like the what's the guy? What's the guy, man? Something sound. The white guy, man, that be on YouTube, man. Something sound. And then you got people like Paul Lance. Historically, you got people like John Brown. You got people like JFK, who done stood the cause for us, man. So we know it's not all white folks. It's just the white people. Like it's not all black folks. It's just the black people. That's why I'm not going to sit up here and tell you it's all the white race, because it's not. We don't like being grouped together with the black, ignorant, thuggish dummies, and they don't like being grouped together with the white, ignorant, thuggish, racist dummies. Facts are facts. No matter how much y'all want to sit up here and hate white people for being white, you really can't. They had no choice in being white. You have to judge them by their content of character the same way you want them to judge us by our content of character, because most of them perceive blacks to be what? Hostile, violent, poor, crooks, criminals. So any chance you get to prove to them that you are not part of that number, part of that equation, you know what you're going to do? You're going to prove it. You're going to prove it. So we have to render them the same justice, the same damn respect. We can't stereotype them and group them together either, because all of them are not the same. It's just specific goddamn ones. Random motherfreaking ones. Facts. I don't care who don't like it. It is the truth. It ain't pandering. It ain't being a grifter. It's being human. It's being human. It's actually telling the truth and holding who needs to be held accountable. Real talk. That's where I'm at with this, man. That's where I'm at with this. Good white folks are speaking out against this too. Good white folks are tired of racist white people too. What the fuck do I look like sitting up here talking about all white people?
A white person down. We're not sending our friend to jail over a nigga. This is when they make you realize you a nigga. You was cool until you made me choose. I stand with my people. So, regardless of what is happening, they are using their power to cover it up, stall the investigation, not give answers, to try and brutally punish Nolan's parents even more by keeping information from them.
Never, and I mean never, do.
And you know what? We can cry racist about this Nolan Wells case. You know why? Because it happened in Mississippi, and Mississippi has always had a racist history. So it's all right to call a spade, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right to call a spade a spade.
This is what they do. And so they're acting this way, but it's their power that allows them to cover this shit up and let them get away with it. And the reason they can do this is because they're black. The reason why they're doing this is because Nolan is black and he's not one of them. The reason they can do this is because Nolan's life don't matter enough that they will throw away one of their own lives, because even though their kids is stupid, sniffing coke, doing drugs, acting crazy, and they done something wrong to somebody, took somebody's life, my child's life is still worth more than yours.
Now y'all tell me where this sister lied at when we fell, when they labeled us 3/5 of human being, when we fell under damn cattle laws, of the Constitution. Y'all tell me where this sister lying at, man. Y'all tell me where this sister getting it wrong at, man. Because their trashiest white life is more valuable than our most successful, richest black life. Good morning, Stature Boy. How you doing, my brother? How you doing? And that's just the code that they live by. Because they practice a behavior of considering themselves superior. Superior. So they walk around like that. Their minds are conditioned that way. The trashiest, worthiest, bummiest, brokest white life is worth more than the most successful, intelligent black life. Shawnee goes, it's understandable to say some are good and some aren't. However, I can't interview a group of Caucasian people every day, so I choose to be cautious with all caucus until proven otherwise. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There's a reason for your approach. There's nothing, I can't tell you you're wrong. I can't tell you you're wrong. But what I'm saying is, if one of them says something like that about us, we have a problem with it. If somebody white said the same thing that you just said about us, some of us will see the real behind it, and a lot of us will have a problem with it. We had a problem with Wyatt saying worthless black people. So we got to have thick skin if we're going to live that way and say things like that. We can't get upset when they say it in their community. I'm just all about being fair at this point. Y'all know how I operate. I can't stand a racist. Whether it's in a black form, white form, no nothing. I cannot get down with a racist. I can get down with the truth. I can expose a racist, black racist, white racist, Asian racist. But I wasn't raised like that, man. I'm going to compliment the way my mother raised me. Because I don't think she raised me wrong. Until people give me a reason not to trust them regardless of how they look, I might keep you at arm's length because of your assorted history. But I'm going to keep in mind that it wasn't you personally that did this to my people in history. So everyone deserves a fair chance. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves. Now, once you allow them that chance and they fail at, then yes, I would approach just like you, Sister Shawnee. But I'm just not going to look at someone at the color of their skin and say, oh, no, you white, you stay far away from me. Because I wouldn't appreciate they looked at me because of the color of my skin and say, oh, no, you black, you stay far away from me. I'm going to have to hit them like I'm from New York, then fuck you mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to hit him with that New York, fuck you mean. I would have a problem with that. I really would. I really would. If somebody white saw me and didn't know me and be like, oh no, I don't heard about y'all black people. Hey man, you stay far away from me. First thing I'm gonna say is, well, everybody ain't alike. I'm not like them. I know what black people he's referring to. I can't sit here and be ignorant. I can't sit here and be ignorant. And you're correct. You're correct. I'm a shoe on the other foot type of person. I'm a dish it and take it type of person. So I see what you're saying, sister. I agree with you. I'm definitely not disagreeing with you. I said that at the genesis of the comment. I'm definitely agree with you, but we have to learn to put the shoe on the other foot as well.
We're going to cover this shit up. You got to have power to cover it up. See, that's racism. Power plus prejudice. Nolan might have been cool until it might cost one of them their life. Now they don't give a fuck about Nolan. Because that racism definition.
And this is why they advocated for Austin Metcalf so hard, knowing that he put his hands on Carmelo, knowing that him and his brother were attacking Carmelo. Losing that white life was not worthy enough for that black life to walk free on self-defense. That is what we saw. Mechee did the same thing. Same thing. No, Shawnee, I'm not saying you hate. No, sister. No, sister. I'm speaking in general. I wasn't personalizing, I was generalizing. Nah, sister.
They give us, that is my race is superior than yours. Nolan was okay, but Nolan's life does not matter over the lives of my people because we are superior over them. So with that being understood for any stupid person, especially you black people who be out there talking about we racist too, black people some of the most racist people I've seen. Now, when you understand the real definition of racism, because that's what you're looking at right now, a bunch of white people and a group of folks, a group of people who hold enough power that when they think a situation arises and their people are superior to yours and their race, then they will enact the power they have to oppress your people to make sure they're upheld, even if what they have done is wrong. So if we have an understanding that that's what the fuck racism is, now tell me how the hell black people can be racist. I'm surprised that motherfuckers don't know the true definition of racism today.
Y'all know what's funny? I just sat here and thought about this. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I would trust a white person from the hood. Like, I would trust a Slim Shady, a Marshall Mathers, a Eminem, quicker than I would trust a Donald Trump or a white person from an HOA gated community or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I would trust and I would square up and fight with and beside an Eminem all day. Eminem all day. You know what I mean? But if you come from like a HOA gated community and you rich and you sedity and you this and that and you, no, I can't rock with you. You're the one I'm gonna keep at arm's length. You know what I'm saying? You're the one I would keep at arm's length. You know what I'm saying? Now the ones that grew up in the hood, who know what it's like to be black, and you know what I'm saying, we often give them that black pass because they just cool as hell. Nah, I rock with them white folks. I rock with them white folks. But them white folks gonna beat you fighting when something go down. I rock with them type of white folks. That's why I said like the Eminem type. You know what I'm saying? The Eminem type, not the Jelly Roll type, the Eminem type. Marshall Mathers, that type. That type. Yeah, I rocks with that. I fucks with them type of white folks. Them be the real ones. Now, that's what I'm talking about when I say good white folks. That's what I'm talking about. When y'all hear me say white people, y'all know what I mean. It's white people who really ain't never really lived around black people, don't care to live around black people, have a preconceived notion of black people, think they better than black people, don't give a fuck about black people, and would never do shit for black people. That's what I mean. I fucks with the Eminem type. Y'all can call it what you want to. I fucks with them cool white folks. I fucks with them. Hell yeah. Hey, shout out to my best friend and my brother, Matt LeBret. You know what I'm saying? Who is not black, but been my best friend since 3rd grade. Shout out to you, Matt LeBret. Shout out to your whole family. You know what I'm saying? That's my damn Marshall Mathers right there. Ha! Yes, sir. Drunk Uncle Matt move.
I'll let the people who created it change the definition on Google, and now you argue me down over a definition. That if you understand prejudice and racism are two different things, it's clear to see what the real definition is saying if you just have some fucking sense. And a black person alive that can be racist. Tell me the last time that something has happened against black people and it was another race or a group of people and black people came together and had the power to say, my people's lives matter more than yours and we are going to step on your people even if we are the ones in the wrong because we have the power to oppress you because we are more superior to you. And not only that, we have the power to exhort the superiority we think we have over you. Tell me who the fuck is black doing it?
In other words, when the hell we ever had a Wakanda forever? When? When has it ever been Wakanda forever? When? In other words, I just thought I'd break it down that way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. I really appreciate your time. I'm just saying, pimpin'. I just thought I'll break things down in a little simplistic form to where even the people in the back could understand what the fuck was being said. That is all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the subject.
I'll wait. Y'all want a little intermission? Because I would love for somebody to tell me. Give me one example.
Y'all know I'm stupid.
This is a perfect definition of what racism is. So remember that shit before you get to call it black people racist. Because me calling you a name, bitch, is not racist. That's not racism.
No,
me calling you a name is not racism.
No, that's being judgmental. See, there's a difference. That's being judgmental. Okay? That's called being judgmental. I'm judging you. If I call you a name, I'm judging you. I'm being judgmental. It could be in a complimentary form. It could be in a derogatory form. But either way it goes, it falls up under judgment. Judgment. not racism, judgment. Oh, we gonna get educated
That's
today.
my old bill, $156. My new one, $38 a month. Or if I'm paying full coverage, $59 a month.
It's
Ads?
legit. Like, it's not, I'm not like, I don't know. Me thinking a white boy in a black community running his mouth, calling people the N-word, and then he get punched in his mouth, baby, that is not racism.
That's called repercussions.
Somebody just said the host is racist as fuck.
That's called repercussions for your actions.
It's amazing. You see how white people live? They're so upset. I haven't called anybody nothing. I'm just simply giving you the definition of all facts and what's taking place here. And I'm racist by pointing out, who would I be racist to? Please tell me. Am I racist against white people? Because by your definition, baby, I can't be racist against white people. Because my daddy is white.
Cook them. Cook
Do
them.
we need to let that marinate a little bit?
Yeah, let it
Do we need
marinate.
to veer off in the rabbit hole and talk about how your racism shines through because you see me as black? You don't see me as both.
Ooh, cook them.
Rebecca, why are we not cousins?
Cook them.
Why we not cousins, girl? Huh? Why you ain't invited me to none of the barbecues? You don't see me as a white person like you? Well, that would speak more to your racism than
Cook
mine.
them.
Because I got a white daddy. So if the definition of racism, according to you motherfuckers, is a group of people who think that their group is superior than others, like I'm part of the white group and I'm part of the black group, it's only due to social constructs that you don't receive biracial people because you say the black in them then dirtied up the white so you don't receive them. It would actually show your racism and not mine. See, I can't be racist against white people. See, people pull out black cards all day. I love to pull out my white card. Who am I
Well,
racist against?
well,
Huh? Who? Warren, Wyatt, Widget, them fucking dumbass names y'all have? Please tell me. Don't get fucking mad. Because I'm white and black. So which one am I prejudiced against? Which one am I racist against? You can't be prejudiced. And I am prejudiced against white people, absolutely. When I first see you, until you tell me you're not one of them by your actions, I automatically be like, oh, white people. I'm just being honest.
okay, content of character. Content of character. Look what she just said. When I see you until you prove that you're not one of them, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I'm gonna run that one back.
Why are we not cousins? Why are we not cousins, girl? Huh? Why you ain't invited me to none of the barbecues? You don't see me as a white person like you? Well, that would speak more to your racism than mine. Because I got a white daddy. So if the definition of racism, according to you motherfuckers, is a group of people who think that their group is superior than others, like I'm part of the white group and I'm part of the black group, it's only due to social constructs that you don't receive biracial people because you say the black in them then dirty up the white so you don't receive them. It would actually show your racism and not mine. See, I can't be racist against white people. See, people pull out black cards all day. I love to pull out my white card. Who am I racist against? Huh? Who? Warren, Wyatt, Widget, them fucking dumbass.
Watch what she's about to say. Shawnee Brown, I think this is what you were saying too. At least this is what I was saying.
Names y'all have? Please tell me. Don't get fucking mad. Because I'm all white and black. So which one am I prejudiced against?
Here it
Which
is.
one am I racist against?
Here it is.
I can be prejudiced, and I am prejudiced against white people, absolutely. When I first see you, until you tell me you're not one of them by your actions, I automatically be like, oh, white people. I'm just being honest.
That's it.
I am prejudiced. I'm not racist because I don't have the ability to be. But if they gave me the power to be, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna fuck y'all motherfuckers up. Big and Mechee does not have the power to be racist like y'all. Because if I did, I'd give you motherfuckers back everything 10 times, 4 times, 100 times over what you have given to us.
I got to agree.
Be glad I can't be racist, white people.
I got to agree.
Be glad. These words.
It sounds harsh, but I got to agree. I cannot sit here in my black skin knowing everything I done been through, my ancestors, and man, boy, if I had the opportunity to get that shit back, boy, y'all gonna wear that shit, boy. Y'all gonna wear that shit, boy. For real, boy. Y'all gonna wear that shit, boy. I just need y'all to know how I feel, boy. Y'all gonna wear that. Boy, y'all have to wear that one, boy. Y'all have to take that for the team, boy. I cannot sit here and say if they gave black people the power to return racism and everything was about black and then, boy, look here, man. Look here, man. Hey, boy, hey. I'ma own me some slaves, boy. Hey, hey, what? What? Y'all gonna get this work. My ancestors got that work, so y'all gonna get the work, boy. I'm gonna put you out there in the goddamn, ain't nobody gonna be no house man. Won't none of y'all be no house man. All of y'all will be sunburnt as hell fucking with me, boy. If I own you, you gonna be sunburnt. Chances are you might perish from melanoma or sun poisoning. Cause your ass gonna be out there in that field. If my people's in the field, your ass gonna be in the field. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. I cannot sit here and say I would not return the favor. And it's just based on the fact that a lot of y'all come in here and y'all are proud of your heritage. Y'all are proud of your advantages. You're proud of what your ancestors did to get where you are. You're proud of that. So based on that notion alone, hell yeah. I agree with Mechee, boy. If I had the chance, if it was legal, boy, listen, y'all gonna wear that shit, boy. Y'all gonna wear that shit the same way y'all wear the same drawers for weeks, boy. Y'all gonna wear that shit.
That are hurting your feelings with your white fragility and vulnerability. You guys have got past the white guilt era. Now you're not guilty anymore as white people. Now the new thing is to cry racism. White boy bye. You've gotten really quiet in the chat. Come back. Come back. Answer my question, bitch. Y'all give me a second because y'all been here showing love and I
Bunch of lobsters in the hey. Hey,
oh,
boy.
thank you, my shade baby. Thank you for the gift, honey.
I'm telling you, it wouldn't be no how, boy, if they ever said that black people can return slavery and they let us rule, you know what I'm saying? And they let us rule, boy, ain't nobody in the house. Y'all know y'all finna be out there in that heat. Y'all know it. Sun up, sun down. And if it's a hot night, I'm still gonna leave your ass out there. Now, I'm going to make sure you're hydrated. And I'm going to give you the pig guts. I'm going to tell you to make the best out of them pig guts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you to make the best out of them pig guts. Now, I'm going to keep you hydrated, and I'm going to give you some chitterlings. What more do you want from me? Huh? What you want? Fried chicken and watermelon? What you want? What you want? I'm just saying. I would definitely return the damn favor. Hey, Hardesty say, I got 56 washcloths. They ain't worried about washing their ass. They ain't worried about washing their ass. They ain't really let us wash our ass too much. No. Gonna get this work. Gonna get this work. We got some revenue to make. You know what I'm saying? If the government tell you you only got 50 years, if the government tell you, okay, all black people, we gonna let y'all have white slaves. We gonna let y'all have Italian slaves. We gonna let y'all have African slaves. We gonna let we gonna let y'all have Persian slaves. Everybody who did it to us, if we get to actually have slaves of their ethnic groups, boy, I'm taking their ass down through the real talk. Only ones might get saved is the women. Bring that ass here. This is a thing called the master bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where y'all think master bedroom came from, by the way? Huh? Where y'all think it came? Old slave term. Old slave master bedroom. Where you think it came from? Oh yeah, so the same way they was going out there, you know what I'm saying? In the black villages and all of that there, in the slave village, in the slave houses, picking out all them black women and taking them in there so white men could have their way and they and smoke fat cigars and all. I'm gonna do the same damn thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same damn thing. But I'm gonna let the black woman go out there and pick the white women. And she gonna sit back and she gonna enjoy that shit. Yeah, I'm talking about the same damn thing. Hang it upside down while you're pregnant, cut your stomach, watch the baby fall out, stomp on the baby head when it starts screaming, wah! You know, all of that. I'm telling you, got to remind you of all of that. And don't worry, we got some hungry gators down here in Florida, so you know what I'm saying? We could make you some gator bait. we could do the same thing y'all did. I know we might not agree on this one, but damn it, well, I cannot sit here and say if the opportunity present. Now I will have some white folks that's exempt. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go get all my white friends and I'm gonna just get them like freedmen papers. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, y'all move around how y'all want to. Fuck that shit. But to all the white type of people that done come in here leaving all them comments and hoorah since 1776 and start playing victim and per capita and all of that, boy, they ass is good as sunburnt. They ass is good as sunburn. All the good white folks gonna get that pass. You're free then, man. Fuck that shit. Go about your day. You know what I'm saying? And nobody better not mess with them. But boy, them white racist ones that we deal with, anybody like Donald Trump, MAGA, per capita, start playing victim, all them, boy, listen, they ass gonna cook. They ass as good as enslaved, I'm telling you. If you a racist white person today, you're gonna be a slave tomorrow. They fuck around and pass that law. You know what I'm saying? If you good white folks today, you know you saved if they fuck around and pass that law tomorrow. You ain't got shit to worry about. We love you today, just like we love you tomorrow. We gonna protect you today, just like we'll protect you tomorrow if they pass that dumb shit. But to all the racist white community that get off from that shit, they just sit around and think about slavery. Just sit around and think about beating black people and get off from it. They just get off from it. Hell yeah, they ass is slaves. They ass is slaves. My people weren't bought on no boat. My people ain't come here on no boat. Your people came on a boat. Your people came across the Atlantic in the 1600s. Did you forget? Did you forget? Huh? F around and found out. I guess you just F around and found out, didn't you? Didn't you forget? Didn't you forget? Because you're not from here. You're European. Huh? Oh, let me school that boy. Don't kick him out. Let me school that boy. Because you're European. You're not American. You're the biggest immigrant known to American soil. Known to American soil. You got here by crossing the Atlantic and being a coward and running from the bubonic plague that unalived over 60 million of your people in Europe. You fled, coward. You're not American. You came by boat. We got pictures and videos of all of y'all packed like little sardines eating your mama coochies on the way over here. Have you forgot? Have you forgot? Have you forgot? Oh, you really don't want to talk about Puerto Rico. Didn't they say that's a floating pile of shit? Huh? Didn't they say that's a floating pile of shit? That's what the Conservative Party said. It's a shit island. It's a floating pile of shit. Huh? Huh? And you want to come over here and talk noise, you probably a white Puerto Rican too. You probably a white Puerto Rican. Because the black Puerto Rican would have never said nothing like that. So you probably a white Puerto Rican. I know your type. You're probably a white Puerto Rican. You're probably a white Puerto Rican.
The membership from Billy.
And now that we know that this piece of shit Puerto Rican comes from a shitty floating island and has a shitty opinion, can y'all get that piece of shit up out of here, please? Shawnee, would you mind getting that piece of shit up out of here? Let's let them fuck around and find out today. Let's get that piece of shit up out of here. The Puerto Rican females don't get no pass. That's probably a Puerto Rican chick right there. She get a pass if she's melanated. You know what I'm saying? No, you're the knuckle dragger. You're the knuckle dragger. Oh, Shawnee got him. Thank you, Shawnee. See, that's a real woman right there. That's a real woman. That's a real woman.
This is a DQ Miracle Maker making a huge impact because July 30th is Miracle Treat Day.
Thank you, Shay, and thank you, Michelle. Thank you for all the gifts, y'all. They finally let me see this on here. Usually I can't see this unless I'm on my phone. Shout out to everybody for the gifts. Thank you for that.
Now that I think about it, that's probably a white racist pretending to be Puerto Rican. They pretend to be South Afrikaners. They pretend to be Americans. They pretend to be Brazilians. They pretend to be Haitians. They pretend to be Native Americans. So that's probably one pretending to be Puerto Rican too. I just wouldn't put it past what them race soldiers do. I wouldn't put it past what them race soldiers do. They are never happy with who they are. They got to be everybody else. And then they want to try to tell everybody else where they come from. Nah, we ain't come over here on no boat. But we know who did. We didn't come over here on no boat. But we know who did.
Let me see if any super chats, because I want to make sure I read them. Okay, shout out to C-Stan says, thank you for the $5. Holla says, hey, Mechee, what you think about the phone call recording they released? Okay, good question. Thank you, Dre Productions, for the $5 holla. I appreciate that. And then I see one more, but let me answer that question first. So what do I think about the phone call? So when I listen to the phone call, one thing I would tell you from a psychological perspective, because when I tell truth, I'm going to be fair. So when I hear that phone call, to be honest, I do hear what they're saying is on there. But I do also know that I have watched, what I'm going to say, I have watched a lot of clips where the words are already embedded in the video. You have got to be careful of that psychologically, because if I show you a video, okay, and I put the words at the bottom and what you're hearing is muffled, but then I write the words, I'm actually telling you what to hear. That is a fact, okay? So this is a psychological thing. They do tests like this all the time where they will put a sound and it's not very clear, it's muffled or mumbled, and they'll write some words on the screen, and the people, it'll say, you'll be like, hey, you hear exactly what it's saying. Then a few minutes later, they'll switch up the line and give you something else that sounds just like it, and you'll be like, I hear that too, though. So I think they messed up. I think they messed up when they put the wording to it. If you're going to put it out and you want a fair, unbiased opinion, you don't tell the people what to hear. You leave the words off of the video and you just let people listen and hear what they hear. You kind of, thank you, Will, shout out to you. Thank you for that super chat. So you gotta let people listen and hear what they hear. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me.
And so I don't know if that's what I necessarily hear. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I hear when I read the wording. But if I listen to it without it and close my eyes, because I've seen that method happen in psychology a lot when I was in school. And when I did it, I can't tell you that I hear exactly what's being said. I do hear, oh my God. It does sound like somebody saying Nolan, but I guess my only problem with that, and I don't know if this is true or not, but they were saying that at the time, I guess that happened, there are people saying that Nolan was doing stuff on the island even after the thing happened, like an hour later. And so I don't know how much of that they have actual proof of. So I don't know, because if Nolan was on the island with people at 4 o'clock when this call took place at 3:30, I guess that would make no sense. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see, and I wish people would stop hiding the fucking evidence when people can talk and say what it is. So I don't know, but I'm not gonna sit and just be like, yeah, that's what I hear on the video. I don't know. I do think that it is interesting that right after that video comes out and somebody, a lady that does audio, she took the background noise out, not the background, but the music and the dispatcher lady, and tried to do it to enhance it where you could just hear what's being said. But once that came out, and it seems like that's what's going on, now all of a sudden you have Officer Tatum and people coming forward now trying to say that Nolan had a lot of alcohol and cocaine in his system. Now they're trying to say that about him.
And then they use Brandon Tatum as the puppet he is to be the blackface to put it out there and say it. So if everybody's busy suing everyone for defamation of character and all of this stuff, then how are y'all overlooking Brandon Tatum? How are y'all looking? Listen, we told y'all a long time ago, we'll give y'all 3 for 1. Y'all can have Brandon Tatum. Y'all can have Jesse Lee Peterson. Y'all can have Charleston White. If y'all just give us back Nolan Wells. We ain't gonna fuss, argue. We will not miss now one of the 3 people that we just named. Y'all need to take people like that. If y'all are gonna take people, I'm just saying. I mean, don't really go take people like that. I'm just being funny. Don't go touch nobody. I don't wish no violence on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being funny. I don't nobody take me serious, all right? But hypothetically, if y'all was gonna sacrifice some black people for whatever little crazy cult y'all got going on, I mean, can y'all leave the real black people alone, and can y'all start feeding off of the grifters? Can y'all start feeding off of the conservatives? Can y'all do that? I mean, y'all can feed off of some of the Democrats too now, because y'all know I don't rock with either party. You know what I mean? Y'all don't rock with either party. If y'all get tired, then start feeding on the Christians. All the black Christians. Nobody's exempt. Feed on the black Christians. You know what I'm saying? Feed on the black Christians. We want to know if Jesus gonna save them right then and there. Y'all can start with the black Christians too. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Just being funny.
That's
just being a jerk.
Nobody thought that they wanted to say that before. Now you want to say this after this video has come out? Where was all this before? Then white boys on Officer Tatum's couch. Why you ain't say this shit in the first interview?
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value.
Spectrum. I got Spectrum. I can't advertise for y'all. I'm not
Why you say
happy.
this shit in the first interview? Let's talk about that for a moment. Before we keep moving. No. Before we do, I want to cover one more small thing. And I'm show the video. I'm gonna play Officer Tatum. But check this out here. So let's talk about the judge's phone. Did you guys hear that one? Did y'all hear that? That when the judge's phone, the phone number. So there's a tip line for if something happens that people can go. Somebody said justice for all races. Nah, fuck y'all. I don't agree with justice for all races. Justice for black people. Justice for black people. We're gonna take a beer from that. We'll come back to the judge's phone in 1 second. I'm gonna put a pin in that. No, we're not screaming justice for all people over here. You got me fucked up.
Shawnee, facts. Shawnee, you've been on point all morning. Facts. Shawnee's hot again, and y'all wonder why she hot. You know what I'm saying? Shawnee, you right. Shawnee, you right. Shawnee said it makes it a little worse, to be honest. Did you ever fight someone on Kokiana? The energy is insane. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I got to read Erica M right here. Erica M is snapping. Erica M like, see, I can't do no, I'm a man, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Girl, bye. That's probably the best girl bye y'all gonna get from me. Girl bye with no edit. We heard what we heard. They killed the young man. And stop rocking with everyone. Stop justing. Okay, I'm not sure what justing is, but that's sister snap, damn it. She snapped. She got it in.
All people have justice in this country, but black people. And y'all have all had justice on the backs of our fight, our civil rights, and none of it has been afforded to us. So I'm not screaming justice for all people. I'm worried about black people. I watched you motherfuckers of all different races get all kind of shit, get everything that's supposed to be given to black people. Y'all look down on us like we ain't shit, even if you just came over to this country thinking like you better than everybody else. When we built this bitch, literally, you know what the word literally means? Like on our back, and you still ain't giving black people the...
Somebody tell me where she wrong at, though. Somebody tell me where she lying at, man. Somebody tell me how she's wrong. Everything she's saying is factual. It's not even racist. It's factual, it's actual, and it's blacktual.
freedom, the respect, and the justice that we deserve in this damn country. So no, I don't have for justice for everybody. Fuck out of here. How about this? Have you ever heard this? If you were to actually give true justice and freedom to black people, everybody else will be fine. Everybody else will be fine because nobody endures the shit like we do.
Ah, Shay.
So do that for black people first. While y'all always screaming that shit and y'all want us to jump on a bandwagon, save y'all pride, go to the streets, march, protest, make a big deal, fucking be on social media crying for you motherfuckers. What the fuck for us? We always talking about some goddamn, a black and brown coalition. Oh, don't send the immigrants home. We fight and cry for y'all. When the fuck have y'all ever done that shit for us? When? Don't you dare come in here and talk about fucking justice for everybody. Fuck everybody. Scream justice.
Oh, he was definitely unalived. He was definitely unalived. And one of them, if not more than them, knows something about it or probably helped do it, allegedly. He was definitely unalived. No ifs, ands, or buts. He was definitely unalived and or sacrificed. And it was either about Katie or it wasn't about Katie. But I can't imagine it not being about Katie because a group of white guys is not just gonna let some black guy with dreads come up here and start macking on their little hometown little Katie. You know what I'm saying? Not about her, just about what was released. Oh, I hear you, Erica.
Justice for black people. Like we've been screaming for y'all. Don't none of y'all ever fight for us, but always want somebody to fight for y'all. Hope all of you.
Oh, come on, y'all. Can we get like number 30? Can we one more like, y'all? One more like. It's somebody. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Can I get that 30th like? Huh? That 30th like. One more, y'all. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Come on, can I get like number 30, man? Like number 30, man. Let's go, man.
Experience niggerdom in this goddamn country. That's the one thing I appreciate about Trump. Welcome to the Terror Dome. He has introduced all of y'all to what it feels like to be a nigga. Welcome to America.
Cooking.
We will not save you from the shit that we have been dealing with ever since we have been here. We're not saving you from.
Ooh, don't touch them pots. Them pots hot. She cooking. Don't touch them pots. Them pots hot. She's cooking. Go, Mechee, go. Go, Mechee, go. Hell yeah, she cooking. Hell yeah. And I don't always agree with everything she say. That's why I don't listen to her much. But it do seem like when I do listen to her, though, them be the videos that she be on. Them live streams she be on. Boy, Mechee be cooking when she cook now. Mechee had that kitchen stinking. Had them pots in there steaming. Hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ooh. Boy, y'all can't say Mechee ain't doing it. Y'all can't say Mechee ain't. She is speaking the truth. A lot of us are not going to like it. That's understandable too. But you can't say that sister ain't dropping some goddamn. She is dropping the mic. Time after time after time. That is all I'm saying. Mechee X out here like, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. That is what Mechee got that energy. She got time today. She checking her watch. She got time today. That's what that is. Mechee got time today.
The shit we've always dealt with, deal with it just like we do. Fuck out of here. Now, let's get back to the judge and her phone. So, again, this about them small towns, y'all. When you talk about a bunch of white people who come together, it's not this large city. It's a lot of that in Mississippi, Alabama as well, and all of these people are connected. Now, let's talk about this on a real level. The issue here, if you have not heard, is that the judge's number, Ashley, which is a judge who is the stepmother to one of these boys. I believe it is Warren. To me, it doesn't matter the names. Just know that one of the boys who on the boat, that's the stepmama. And I think it's Warren who did the interview. The white boy would know that that's his stepmama. She is a judge. Okay? But you had him with you. You're being looked at the suspect. His mother is a judge. Now, the tip hotline to give tips for Nolan, when you look at the number, it is 2 digits reversed from her number. So, for example, her number for her office, and let's be clear, I don't believe that that's her personal cell phone. That is her number for the judge's office, for Judge Ashley. Okay? So it is not uncommon, and this is what I mean about us getting upset and we fucking lose focus on what we should be focused on. So like her number is, thank you, but if like her number is 63 at the end, and the actual hotline number is 36. So the numbers are not the same, but they are very close. Now this is not uncommon, you guys, when you go to a smaller place or even a bigger place and you have like a courthouse directory or directory for the sheriff's department, because it is for.
That is true. That is true. That is true. And I got to bite that one because I damn sure thought it was the same number. But she's right. I have to wear that humility. I have to be accountable. She is right. She is. Hey, thank you to whoever hit that like button just now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you to whoever hit that like button just now.
Because it is for, you know what I'm saying, that same department, you can have a lot of the same phone numbers where the last 4 digits are different, but the first 3 of them are the same, if that makes sense. The problem here, what I don't hear anybody saying that we should focus on, is that this is a conflict of interest. And in that conflict of interest, the question would be, if you call Judge Ashley's number right now, it says the mailbox is full. But the mailbox is full because tons of people have been calling it. So the problem here is that who has taken seizure of her voicemail? Because if there are tips on that voicemail, because
I said this a few days ago. I said this. And I think she's going to say the same thing I just said. Cardenas, what's good? Ain't seen you around a while, fam. What up, though, Mr. Uncut, the conscious community? Thank you, Shawnee. I appreciate that, sister. You know it's love. Thank you, sister.
Numbers have been confused. And what if that tip is about her fucking son? What if it's about her son? That is a conflict of interest. So what needs to be focused on, why everybody is upset, what people should be yelling is, if anybody said we're going to check and make sure there are not some tips on there that need to be gotten, she should not be able to have access to that right now.
True.
They should do something to change the number for a moment or do something to.
True, because she holds too much power. She holds too much power. If someone is calling in to give tips and they are identifying themselves and you know who everyone is, doesn't that give you an advantage to make sure that this info does not get out? Or the person who called and left the tip somehow gets dealt with so that they can't be a reliable witness? I mean, that adds a whole different method to the game, a whole different madness to the game, y'all.
Deal with that. This is a conflict of interest. And so while we are upset and focused on these numbers are the same, they're not the same. And there's actually a legitimate reason why the numbers are so close to each other. This is not her personal line. This is her line as a judge in that same fucking county deal. Okay? But y'all so caught up on that, you're not focused on the real issue she would be talking about, which should be, are there any messages that were reported on that answering machine that they did not get and that she has and can compromise the case because of the conflict of interest? That should be our focus right here. But I ain't heard one person say that. Not one.
I've said it. I've said it, but I'm Laura Lover. I've only got 5,000 subscribers. No one's gonna hear or see my videos. I'm not up there with those guys and gals. But I've said it. I've said it. One of the first things I said. You know, I hope y'all hitting that subscribe button too. I hope y'all are hitting the subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. I understand I done cracked some jokes and stuff, but damn, I kept it geared to the white races, okay? The race soldiers, okay? Not the white folks, the race soldiers. So white people, y'all can rock with me. I mean, white folks. White folks, y'all can rock with me here. Y'all are safe. You know what I'm saying? We love the Eminem type. We love the Marshall Mathers. You know what I'm saying? I love that type of white folk. That type of white folk. I don't like the suit and tie corporate world white folk who ain't never lived around black folk because, you know, yeah. The detectives know about that telephone. It's a small town, so they look the other way. Right. Man, Shawnee been cooking too since she been in here. God dang, Shawnee, what you cooking? You know what I'm saying? Can a brother get a plate? Damn, Shawnee, what you cooking?
Again, we get so worked up that we take our eyes in that emotion. If you want to talk about the racism in this and the conflicts, you gotta calm down. Stop losing sight of what the real issues are here to fucking focus on what we need to be pushing or promoting. And there's just too much bullshit. Like people putting these videos out of Nolan being slammed all on the ground, wouldn't even know. The people who came out and said as a nurse, their body was bruised and burned. It wasn't. Y'all are causing more problems and distracting from shit.
Wait a minute now. I feel like I'm under attack because I done did videos and live streams about all that. But in my defense, it's okay to speculate. You know what I'm saying? We got to rule out the real from the fake, so it's okay to speculate. Damn, Mechee, don't hate. Damn, Mechee. Everybody can't turn they camera on and have like 8,000 people waiting in the room for them. I don't know what that's like. I'm doing the very best I can. I got to have content. So whether it's real, whether it's fake, I got the right to speculate. That is what I'm saying. Whether it's real or whether it's fake, I've got the right to speculate. Ain't that what mainstream media do? Don't they chop some shit up quick? Don't they lie? Don't they speculate? I can't do the same damn thing. Nah, damn it. I ain't got that big of a damn base. I got 5,000 subscribers. I'd be lucky if 1,000 actually came in on these live streams. Cardenas, thank you, brother Uncut. You've been cooking lately, and I dig it. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Cardenas, for the $5 super chat, my man. I appreciate that, and I'm doing the best I can. They shadow banning the hell out of me, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I just believe in telling the truth, man. I just believe in telling the truth, man. And if we all stand on truth, then it's not hard to really comprehend anything that I'm really putting out there right now. It's not hard. Y'all know I crack my jokes. I'm stupid. I tell y'all I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I like to laugh. And my messages don't apply to everybody. It only applies to the YT race soldier. It don't apply to the white folks. Straight up.
Talking about y'all help solve the case. You do realize you're muddying the waters and actually making it harder, but you claim you care about this boy getting justice. I can't fucking tell. Okay? Now let's go watch something. So we can take a look at one of these things. I wanna show y'all something. Get on the screen.
Warning.
Y'all see this little Fruit Loop with his finger and shit up?
Yeah, warning. Brandon Tatum.
And I'm gonna come back to these super chats in 1 second, you guys. Let me play this and then I'm gonna let it marinate and then we will come back.
Race Batum Tatum.
Yes, somebody said that's a problem. A lot of people are doing this for clicks and views. Absolutely, and to me that is a problem. Y'all playing games and I'm mad.
No, a lot of us not doing it for clicks and views. That's misinformation. A lot of us are doing it because we're not getting any transparency from Mississippi or anything about this investigation. So yeah, we're playing internet investigators and we're putting together our own content. We're speculating. If they was giving us something to go on, then a lot of us wouldn't be out here running with everything that we see. But until we get some type of transparency about this case, man, listen, if it look real or if it's trending, hell yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know. Shit, when y'all rule it out, I'll stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Back to the drawing board. But if it looks like it can be groundbreaking in this case, if it sounds and looks like it needs to be at least talked about or considered, hell yeah, I'm gonna address it. Hell yeah. I got the right to speculate.
Stop playing games on the head of we got all these racist issues, but nobody is focused on the issues at all. At all. We want to know how Nolan got killed, but if you're gonna talk about the racism, you're not talking about to me about the departments. If you're not talking about shit like the fact that one of these children on the boat, I believe it's Bart. Bart's father is the head of the toxicology department. And now they're talking about that when his toxicology test comes out, that they guarantee this old fruity, loopy ass nigga gonna say he guarantee 150% or something that is gonna show that Nolan had heavy alcohol and cocaine in his system. Is it? Well, who is gonna run that test? Because if Bart's daddy is the head of the toxicology department, that's a fucking conflict of interest. But do y'all know that? Are y'all focused on that? Or are we not going to talk about that? Because see, that's where the racism comes in play. If you don't get these people out of these positions, they don't cover it up for their own people before. They will continue to do so, and nothing will really fucking stop again. So are we interested in focusing on the people that are causing the racism in this system? Or are y'all just concerned with some clicks and some views and a reason to be emotional because y'all so used to doing this shit every fucking 2 months and y'all just waiting for the next case to come along so we can forget about Nolan and fucking cry about the next one? Or do you want some fucking change? I don't know. I can't tell.
Where is she wrong at? Where is she wrong at? Where is she wrong? Because had people addressed Stacey Turner and her past, that medical examiner in Mississippi, had people raised a fuss about her, we wouldn't be having this conversation about, you know, Nolan coming up undetermined. It would have stopped a long time ago had we stayed focused and addressed the issue and found resolve. She's still an issue. She's still doing the same thing, case after case after case, every time a black body rolls through her office on a table. Every time. Undetermined. Do you know how many souls never got justice? You know how many black parents never got justice? You know how many people of the black community there never got justice? Because everything that she does when it comes to investigating a black unaliving is undetermined. But had we stayed on Stacey a long time ago, this would have been dealt with. And then we would have got something a bit more transparent in return from the medical examiner in Mississippi had they had to examine someone like a Nolan Wells. We would have got a bit more honesty from them. But that because we didn't address it, we're dealing with the same shit. So I don't understand how y'all can't comprehend where Mechee's coming from, because I'm feeling this sister right now. I'm feeling this sister right now. And we still got a long way through this. I don't want to go all the way through this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? I got some things I got to get up and get done. So I'm going to have to end this. I would love to reconvene. Mr. Uncut, you're right. Until they cut this internet off, keep doing what you do, and we'll keep supporting you. Thank you, Cardenius. I appreciate that, brother. I've been struggling, man. I've been wondering where my soldiers at. But I know a lot of y'all not getting notifications. They're not sending it out. Y'all just have to look for me and make sure your notification bell is on all. You know, I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. They had me shadow banned for like 3 months, man. 3 months because I'm speaking the truth. But I'm still here. I'm still standing with my little resilient black ass. I told y'all I'm a mini giant. I'm gonna make my name on YouTube yet, and it's gonna be well deserved when I do, because they ain't gonna knock me off like that, man. They ain't gonna silence me like that, man. They ain't gonna silence me like that. And I'm glad for people like the tribe. I'm grateful for people like my moderators that hold me down, the ones that make me a household name. You know, the people who are here every live stream, the people who comment under every video, the people who are sharing my shorts. Y'all are the real MVPs, man. Just know that I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And there's no me without you. So I really do humbly and genuinely appreciate y'all, man. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right here, but I do want to encourage y'all, if you have time, sit and listen to that whole live stream. It's like an hour and 52 minutes long, but that sister is cooking, and she cooks all the way through. I really want to get to the end, what she says at the end, but I got things I need to do, and I don't want to, you know, put the spoiler out there for you. I really want y'all to go listen to this. Maybe it's something we could talk about later on. Shawnee, you know I love you, sister. Stay a real one. And definitely thank you for your support. And thank you for being vocal. You know what I mean? Most people suppress how they feel. They suppress their opinions. Thank you for being vocal. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. So, y'all know what to do. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with the real internal spiritual most high, y'all. None of that colonial stuff. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, be you. That's why you were chosen to be you in the first place. Ashe. Stay